how's it going? Welcome to another edition of Play-by-Play with Dr. Delay. I, of course, am Dr. Delay, and tonight we have a great one as the Milwaukee Brewers head out west to take on the San Diego Padres in what could be a potential playoff matchup later down, well, I guess in a few weeks from now. Playoffs starting, of course, next week. Very excited about that. I'm sure both these fan bases are, of course. The Brewers, of course, 95 and 61. They've just looked so good, especially since the All-Star break. And the Padres, 85 and 71. They are about another game or so away from clinching their spot. They still have their eyes on the division, as they are, I believe, 3 games back. It's going to be tough. They're going to have to pretty much run the table and hope the Dodgers go about 500. It's doable, but it's looking like they will be playing in the wild card round. Of course, the winner of the division really will be playing in the wild card round anyway, because it's really the Brewers have already clinched their first round bye, and the Phillies most likely will be awaiting whoever plays them as the number 2 seed, because they are already at 92 wins, 4 games above the Dodgers. So again, very unlikely that the winner of the NL West will be getting a bye, which is kind of a shock, to be honest with you. But again, that's why we play the games, because there are no paper champs. But yes, the Brewers favored, actually, despite being the away team. They're favored by, they're not necessarily favored. They're just picked to win by ESPN. As far as the line goes, actually, they are favored. They're favored by 1.5. Look at that. So, yeah, no, we should have a great game tonight, I think. Again, 2 great teams. And, again, I think these guys could definitely match up in the playoffs. Starting lineups let's start with the Padres, since they are the home team. It's going to be Luis Arias at first, Machado at third. He's batting second. Merrill in center. Sheets is DHing. O'Hearn in right. Cronenworth at second, Johnson in left, Iglesias at short, Diaz at catcher. So no Fernando Tatis tonight. Nick Pivetta is going to be your starting pitcher in this one. He's 13-5 with a 2.81 ERA, whip of a .97. So yeah, he very good pitcher. Last 7 games, getting in great form. Again, an ERA that's even lower, 2.40, whip of a .99. Last start, though, was a little bit of a rough one, though. 4 2/3 against the Mets, 3 earned, 5 strikeouts, allowed 7 hits, but again, has been, for the most part, pretty good. This is his best year of his career. You're looking at his career stats here. Usually stays in the 4s. As a Philly, it was not working out. They shipped him to Boston, kind of got a little bit better. And then this year in San Diego, he has been one of the best pitchers in baseball. So very solid on the Padres side of things. For the visiting Brewers, Christian Yelich, he's DHing. He's leading off. Chourio in center. Turang at second. Contreras is catching. Frelick in right. Vaughn at first. Collins in left. Durbin is at third. Ortiz is at short. And the starting pitcher tonight for the visiting Brewers is Freddie Peralta. Again, just one of the best in today's game. 17-6, 2.65 ERA, whip of a 1.07. Last 7 appearances, amazing. 1.38 ERA, .85 whip. So very, very good. Last appearance was the 16th against the Angels. I've covered that game, actually. 6 innings, 1 earned, 10 strikeouts. Yes, I did, because, we're making a big deal about him only being 5 strikeouts away from hitting the magical number of 200. So, again, appreciate you guys. Hello, how's it going, Sports Network? Scott, glad you're doing well. Trisk, of course, let's go Brewers, but hating the Brewers at the same time. Andre, again, thank you for stopping on in, as always. Appreciate you. Ben, how's it going? Denny, hey, how's it going as well? Go teams that can hit pitching. I know, right? I don't know. The Pirates need to look this stuff up after tonight. So, again, a very good, very exciting game. We hope it's going to be that way, and we can expect it because, again, two of the best teams in Major League Baseball playing tonight. It was such a good matchup, folks, that I decided, you know what, I'm not covering Monday Night Football. I'm covering this. I'm covering the Brewers, and I'm covering the Padres. Again, playoff baseball just right around the corner. I plan on covering as much as possible. So, again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and do it because this is a sports channel and, of course, plenty of baseball on the channel. Actually, I don't remember if I added this. I did. So this is my 137th baseball game I've covered this year. Very excited about that. Just a lot of baseball coming up this week. Of course, we'll be doing our football, of course. But yeah, ready to go. So tomorrow, I'm expecting to do 2 games. I actually don't know what the games are yet for Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, I have an idea of what I'm doing. But the next 2 days, I'm trying to do 2 games apiece. That is the goal. So, stepping up to the plate is Christian Yelich. Yelich is batting .266, OPS of 804, 29 homers and 100 RBIs on the season as we are ready for some Monday night baseball as Pivetta will come to a set. Kicks and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike, and we are underway in San Diego. Could you cover the Guardians Tigers? I don't know. I'm probably not. I am looking at other games. Ultimate Sports Network. I'm just unsure. Here's the 0-1 breaking ball. That is low in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Hockey started already. It's preseason. Yeah, it started. 1-1 count. Pivetta will come to a set. Rocks and Fires. That is upstairs for ball 2. When do the Pirates play? They play at 5:40 Central Time, and I am going to cover the Pirates on Thursday. That is for sure happening, since that is the last time I'll be able to cover the Pirates. Here's the 2-1. That's a grounder to short. Throws to first for out number 1. So 1 away for the Brewers. That'll bring up Jackson Chourio. He's batting .275, OPS of 783, 20 homers and 77 RBIs. I saw a Powerade commercial watching on TV. I have no idea. No idea. Again, the ads, I have no idea what they're going to cover. I actually have a little bit of control over that. So if you guys, I don't know. Anyway, here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Later, I'm just saying, like later down the road, if I'm actually having a lot of success doing this, like I'm doing this for a living, I can control what ads you see. That's pretty neat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. AR Angler, how's it going? How are you doing? I am doing okay if you're going to ask how am I. 0-2 count. Pivetta will come to a set. Rocks and Fires. That is a chopper to short. Throws to first for out number 2. So, Jose Iglesias getting some work there at short. Well, I got to go to do second half. Oh, okay. Hey, good luck. Bryce Trang coming to the plate, batting .286, OPS of 790, 18 homers and 77 RBIs. Watching your stream on TV. Okay. Hi. Pivetta kicks and deals. That is a swing and actually foul tip there. So 0-1 count to Bryce Terang. Bird Scout. Hey, how's it going? Again, appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Again, I know it's I don't know actually how I'm going to do tonight as far as viewers, because obviously Monday Night Football that's a huge deal. Here's the 0-1 breaking ball. That is outside for ball 1. But I figure I'll get the baseball diehards tonight. Especially, again, with these two teams looking to, go into the playoffs, doing well. You don't want to go into the playoffs with a slump. Here's the 1-1 breaking ball. That's going to be hit to left. And that's going to be caught by Bryce Johnson for out number 3. The Brewers go down in order. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Your score here in San Diego is 0-0. You just got kicked out of another Padres chat because I collect bugs. Won't kick you out for that, Digital, but if you're kind of like odd, then I don't know. I'm not going to kick you out for being, I don't know. We'll just play it year by year. By the way, I'm not a Padres streamer. I know you see the P here. It's Pittsburgh Pirates. I'm a Pirates fan. I actually have more Brewers supporters than any other of the other MLB teams other than the Pirates. Of course, Pirates, I have the most support there. But no, I'm not a Padres guy. I'm a neutral guy here. You can't watch Monday Night Football? Well, hey, I cover that as well, just obviously not tonight. So again, definitely like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Lions-Ravens look like a good game. Nice. Yeah, I'll be kind of checking out that. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out tonight. Of course, it's Monday Night Football, but hey, let's see how many baseball subscribers we have, how many people we can get tonight. This is for the baseball diehards, Ravens, Lions, yeah, that's a good game. So, yeah, we'll see who we got tonight. Probably no score until Penn comes in. Oh, yeah, I mean, these guys are really good on the mound tonight. This guy. Switching, dude, Ben, do what you want, man. I'm entertainment. You can turn me off at any time. Yeah, you want to switch back and forth between the game? Go ahead. Definitely encourage that because, man, I'd probably be doing the same thing if our roles were reversed here. You're covering the game. I want to watch football. I also want to watch baseball. I'd be doing the same thing. All right, Luis Arias is going to be leading things off here. Is batting .287, OPS of 704, 7 homers, and 58 RBIs. Chris, how's it going? How is it going, man? I'm doing okay. Good to see you as always. Here's the pitch. Taking all the way is a classic vintage Luis Arias. That is in there for a called strike. Live in the U.S. Gotcha. Enjoyed your live streaming this morning. Appreciate you, man. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to left. Right to the left fielder. As that is out number 1. That'll bring up Manny Machado. It's batting .275, OPS of 793, 26 homers, and 93 RBIs. I thought the P was a party animal. You're wrong. I clearly don't look like a party animal. As Peralta will set. Again, he just needs 5 strikeouts for 200. Here's the pitch. That's a foul tip. And it's 0-1. Again, a potential playoff preview. Don't really know how. Well, I mean, you can pretty much assume the Brewers are going to get the 1 seed. But yeah, this could be a. We could see how this. I don't know. This be interesting to see. In the playoffs. 0-1 count. Peralta sets and fires. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Machado gets the hitting started in this one here in the bottom of the first, and that'll bring up Jackson Merrill. Merrill's batting .263, OPS of 769, 15 homers, and 62 RBIs. Bird does not like Machado. Just got home from taking my... Oh, hey, happy birthday. Happy birthday to your mom. That's a ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Frelick has it. He's going to toss it in, and I believe that's runners on the corners as Machado heading to third. So the Padres threatening here with runners on the corners with just 1 out here in the bottom of the first. That's going to bring up Gavin Sheets batting .258, OPS of 766, 19 homers, and 69 RBIs. Peralta sets. Rocks and fires. Sheets sends this to shallow right center. The second baseman, Turang, is going to make the catch. And that is huge, as that is out number 2. So 2 away, that's going to bring up Ryan O'Hearn. O'Hearn's batting .274, OPS of 789, 16 homers, and 58 RBIs. Are you going to do the Pirates game? Pirates game, I will be doing the one on Thursday for sure, Kylie. And I plan on doing it twice. I plan on doing a Pirates-Reds game twice. Just don't know if it's going to be Tuesday and Thursday or Wednesday and Thursday, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. So, yes, Kylie, no Pirates. They're off tonight, but, yes, I'll be doing 2 more Pirates games this season. Very sad about that, of course, as here's the 0-1. That's going to be low for ball 1. So, yeah, just appreciate you stopping by, though, Kylie. And I know you're here for the Pirates and Steelers. Gavin needs, this guy. 1-1 count. Peralta. It's going to do a little pickoff attempt, but nothing doing as Merrill's back safe and sound. And you're very welcome, Chris. Very welcome. 1-1 count. 2-0 Hearn. Peralta sets. He's still set. Kicks and deals. That is way outside for ball 2. Again, there's runners on the corners, but also with 2 outs. It's a 2-1 count to Ryan O'Hearn. You're thinking about getting NLDS? Hey, do it, man. Do it. Be quite the experience. Here's the 2-1. That is in the dirt, ball 3. Ryan O'Hearn with runners in scoring position this year, batting .282. So he's a little more clutch, actually. Gets on base a little bit more. 6 homers, 46 RBIs. Hammer, how's it going? Good to see you as always. 3-1. Here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 4. He walked him. So the bases are loaded for San Diego. And that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth, as he's batting .250 OPS of 757, 11 homers, 56 RBIs. He's going to get out of it. He's him. He is him. But the Padres, they might be them. Good evening, Dr. Dwight. I'm Dr. Dwight. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I'm just doctor. Other news, Penguins losing a shootout. Oh, that sounds about right. Yeah, the Penguins just falling in line with Pittsburgh teams right now. 0-1 count. Peralta sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be fouled back. And very quickly, 0-2. Now, career with the bases loaded for Jake Cronenworth. Batting .423 with 3 grand slams. 52 at-bats in his career. So this guy gets it done. Now, this season, he's dipped a little bit. It's only batting .385 with the bases loaded. So Cronenworth is clutch in this situation. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 0-2 count. Peralta rocks and fires. That is way outside for ball 1. Try to build it. I tried to build the moment, folks. Counter, though, is 1-2. Again, bases loaded. As Peralta comes to a set, kicks and deals. That's going to be yanked to right, and that is going foul. Again, a potential playoff preview. Brewers, of course, have been amazing since the All-Star break. Padres, of course, have been consistently one of the best teams in baseball the past few years. 1-2 count. Peralta sets, kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going foul. Swiss cheese balloon. That doesn't sound good at all. Never-ending suffering being a Pittsburgh fan. 1-2 count again. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Peralta rocks and fires. That is way outside for ball 2. So from 0-2 to 2-2. Now Chance holds it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. 2-2 count. Peralta sets. And he balked. He balked. He tripped. He was going to deliver it, and then he just flat out tripped. Oh, my goodness. Again, it's pretty loud here in San Diego. You have to wonder if the crowd is getting to him. He's saying he's good. He's saying he's good. He's telling everyone he's okay. Peralta's saying, hey, manager, pitching coach, I'm fine. I'm fine. Manager slowly working his way back. Going to look at the replay here. Comes to a set. And then he just, I don't know what happened. I honestly couldn't tell you. That looked kind of awkward. Face palms. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to left, and once again, a foul ball. So again, the Padres have taken the lead. There's runners on second and third now due to the balk. Cronenworth at the plate. Now, bases aren't loaded anymore, so I guess that batting average stuff goes away. I don't really know his stats with second and third. Here's the 2-2. Just outside ball 3. Peralta wanted the call, doesn't get it. A couple of inches outside. Ball going to run. Yeah, that's just rough. Cheese on a taco. Hey, it is very much awesome. 3-2 count. Peralta sets, rocks and fires. Cronenworth hits this to center. Churio on the run, making the catch for out number 3. But the Padres get a run in thanks to the balk. As we head to the top of the second inning, your score: Padres 1, Brewers nothing. Game brought to you in part by yeah, honestly, the balk looked, I don't know how in the world he didn't. I don't know. That just looked kind of odd there. But, yeah, that was pretty funny. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Make sure you get to like and subscribe. We're kind of just seeing, hey, how can I do when there's Monday Night Football going on? You know, that's pretty much how it is. Normally I would be doing Monday Night Football in this situation. But, again, this game was just too good to pass up. Again, a potential playoff preview. Again, I'll be covering the playoffs as well. So if you're looking for a, voice for the playoffs, while you're at work or while you're doing stuff around the house, you're not able to watch the game, I got you covered. All you got to do is subscribe. It's completely free, folks. Of course, there aren't many scores to go around today, but we will still hit our sponsors. Again, thank you very much to Coffee Beans and a new sponsor, Eduardo Hernandez. So, again, thank you very much for your guys' support. You guys have been awesome. I really do appreciate you guys. 1, for just clicking on the live stream. 2, for liking. 3, for subscribing. 4, again, for your support. It's been awesome. So, again, thank you to the scoreboard sponsors, of course. Currently happening in the top of the 7th, we have the Braves leading 11-5 over the Nationals. In the other game in California, the Giants lead 1-0 over the Cardinals. In Monday Night Football, and I'll be trying to keep you guys updated on that one. I believe it's 14-14. Yeah, it still is. The Ravens are driving, and they are they're actually at second and goal. So, again, I'll try to keep you guys updated whenever I can. Bob Walk, yes, he did. He did walk a few. He played for the Pirates, did it all. William Contreras coming to the plate, batting .265, OPS of 767, 17 homers, and 76 RBIs. Pivetta sets, kicks, and deals. That's a half swing there. Strike 1. That's a little concerning. 0-1 count to Contreras. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high. And it's 1-1. 1-1 count to William Contreras. Pivetta sets. You'll be back. Okay, we'll be here. Here's the pitch. That's a breaking ball outside for ball 2. 2-1 count. James Outman is a horrible name for a ball player. Outman, not the best. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be inside for ball 3. So 3-1 count to William Contreras. Pivetta comes to a set. Rocks and fires. That is high for ball 4. So Contreras walks. That'll bring up Sal Frelick. Spending .294, OPS of 776. 12 homers, 62 RBIs. Pivetta sets. That's a sharp shirt you're sporting. I agree. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Again, Sal Frelick at the plate. Usually, I'm not even kidding. I'm not trying to jinx him or anything. This guy, I swear, always has a great game every time I cover the Brewers. But yeah, they finally apparently wore this jersey. That's going to be cut on and fouled back. And apparently it was a great day, so I didn't cover it. It was on a Sunday. It's like, why would you wear it on a Sunday? Come on, just wear it on another day of the week so I can cover it, not on a Steelers Sunday. 0-2 count to Sal Frelick. Runner on first, nobody out. Pivetta comes to a set. Rocks and fires. That's a breaking ball in the dirt, ball one. Apparently, I saw that they're rumored to get rid of this. I'm like, why? Why would you get rid of the best jersey you have? Literally the best jersey. Don't understand the Pirates, man. I can't even. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's a chopper to short. Iglesias throws to first. Oh, he's safe. He does tag out second. Not able to get Frelick at first. And that'll bring up Andrew Vaughn. Vaughn is batting .254. OPS of 717. 14 homers, 63 RBIs. Frelick, again, showing his speed there. Has some speed. Again, Vaughn at the plate. Pivetta sets, rocks and fires. That's a swing and a miss. Strike one. Sweeper in the dirt. Had him fooled. 0-1 count to Andrew Vaughn. Same reason they get rid of everything that's good, because they can. I guess so. I just hate it. Unbelievable. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to shallow right. It's going to drop. It's going to drop. Sliding effort by O'Hearn, but he couldn't get there in time. Frelick does have to hold up at second because he wasn't sure if that was going to be caught or not. And that'll bring up Isaac Collins. He's batting .262, OPS of 772, 9 homers, 54 RBIs. So runners on first and second with one out. I agree, that jersey with the 1979. I guess I'm the stripes are neat. I don't know. They're okay. I actually don't like them that much, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, way upstairs ball. I know I'm in the minority when it comes to that, by the way. You want to hate on me for my opinion, that's fair. I totally get that the Pirates fans love it. I get it. I'm just one of the few that I'm like, you know what? They're okay. I've seen better. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, that is high for ball two. Crosby did hit one out of the PNC. Hit one out at PNC during batting practice. We're talking about practice. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That is way outside ball three. Why don't you keep up the 3D game? Believe it or not, digital, and I understand it's kind of 50-50. Believe it or not, I've done the research. This actually generates more views. I think it's because people like to see who's at the plate. 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. So 3-1 count. But no, I've done it. I've compared it. I've compared the streams, and I do better when they can see the stats and they can see who's at the plate. 3-1 count. Pivetta sets. Looks back at second, kicks and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 3-2. San Diego crowd, they're getting loud. Pivetta will come to a set. Looks back at second. Rocks and fires. That is way inside for ball four. And Collins draws the walk. And that's going to bring up Caleb Durbin. He's batting .263, OPS of 739, 11 homers, 52 RBIs. Again, he's a rookie, but he's come a long way. I remember him when I first covering the Brewers a little bit. Again, I don't cover the Brewers all the time, but OPS so down in the low 600s. And again, he's just another guy that is getting better and better. The Brewers are just getting better and better. All love. Hey, appreciate you, man. And, oh, yeah, you're good. Again, I try to respond to as many comments as possible. I'm trying to. And it's been actually very fun to interact with you guys. So I really do try to respond. So feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you'd like. Try to keep it reasonable, though. Sports-related would be best. But yeah, if you guys can, take a thumbs up or down poll in the chat. I'm good. Like I said, I've already done it myself. Pivetta will come to a set. Looks over at third, kicks and deals. Breaking ball, that's a grounder, and that's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Throw to the home, and I couldn't tell you. That actually was cut off. I believe they held him up. So it's just 1-1. I feel like the other run could have scored there, but hey, I'm not the third base coach. And that'll bring up Joey Ortiz, batting .232, OPS of 600, 7 homers, 45 RBIs. Pivetta sets, kicks and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. What's it called a strike? Never mind. It was 1-0 apparently. No call. 1-0 count. Pivetta sets, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. 1-1. I mean, you guys can do all this you want. You can press the like button. That's what I recommend. But again, it's pretty much a non-factor. Whenever I will listen to you guys for the most part, but there are things that are out of your control and completely in mine. 1-1 counts. Pivetta sets, rocks and fires. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did. And it's 1-2. Again, it's bases loaded with 1 out. It's 1-1, of course, here in the top of the second. Ortiz at the plate with bases loaded has struggled this year, batting .154. Matt Chapman looks like Anytown game worn. This guy. That's fair. You got Merrill, Yelich, and Machado for 2 bases. Oh, we'll see. 1-2 count. Pivetta sets and deals. That is going to be poked, and that's going to be caught by the second baseman for out number 2. He reached way out of the zone, but couldn't get enough on that. That's going to bring up Christian Yelich. It's amazing how the Brewers keep winning in a small market. I know. You are the viewers. No, I completely get digital, but, again, I've already went ahead and done the research myself. You can look at the streams. You can look at the difference. As Pivetta sets, rocks and fires, that's going to be low for ball 1. Am I not doing a good enough job, digital? Am I just not describing it well enough for you? Do you need the picture? Am I just not narrating as good as I hope to be? As that's going to be hit to center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Rounding third, heading for home is another. Throw to third. Is he out at third? He is. Durbin's out. Now, did he get tagged out before he scored is the question. As of now, it says it's 3-1. So Yelich, as of now, has 2 RBIs. They are going to go to the bottom of the second. It's 3-1, but they may check this out. Again, this is going to be interesting. Does the tag come before? Oh, that's close. That is close. Oh, man. They may check it out. And they're not going to challenge. So we head to the bottom of the second. 3-1, Brewers over the Padres. Hello, Dr. Sean, how's it going? How is it going? Appreciate you. Again, thank you very much. Nick has home run for Yelich tonight. Well, he's got 2 RBIs. I know that's not a home run, but hey, that's something. It's not you. You're okay. All right, gotcha. Thank you, man. Hammer, thank you for the. Yeah, no, again, Hammer's been awesome. Hammer is a legend. Definitely, again, appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is a growing channel, folks. Again, we started on opening day with 30 subs, and now we're over 1,000. And again, I do appreciate you guys. It's a growing channel. We're on to bigger and better things, so hopefully you'll be around for the ride. You're going to subscribe anyway. You might as well subscribe now. You can say, hey, I remember this guy when he was at so and so much subscribers. Now he's at 100,000. You know, I don't know. Again, I feel like there's a lot of potential here. Again, I really do appreciate you guys for hanging out. We'll check over the scores, by the way, in the other baseball games and the NFL at the end of the second inning. And yes, Chris, they did indeed score, and it did count. You're just a fickle sports fan. No, oh, no. Hey, no, I do appreciate you, man. You've been awesome. Yeah, I really do appreciate you, Hammer. Definitely have been very kind for some reason. I do appreciate you. Again, I try, but yeah. Let's see if something's wrong here. Yeah, we are live. All right, coming up to the plate is Bryce Johnson. It's batting .371, OPS of .893, 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball one. Brewers broadcast almost running late there. I was wondering. So 1-0 count to Bryce Johnson. Again, the Brewers taking the lead here in the second innings. That's going to be outside for ball 2. 93 on the fastball. You just throttled that like button. Doctor doing NL baseball is as good as it gets. Yeah, specifics on the NL. 2-0 counts. Peralta rocks and fires. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Two and 1 counts. Peralta again needs 5 strikeouts tonight to get to 200 on the year. Here's the 2-1. And that's going to be in there for a called strike. 94 at the knees. Digital polling for the Padres. Do have a lot of, again, digital. We have a lot of Brewers supports here on this channel. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be yanked to right, and that's going foul. Bryce Johnson hasn't really played much, or at least at the plate. He's appeared in 49 games, only 62 at bats, so he's really just a pinch hitter or a defensive specialist. I really wouldn't know. As here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to left. At the wall and caught just shy of the wall for out number 1. Collins with the catch. Johnson gave it a good ride, but unable to get out of here. Oh, wow. They're showing that replay, what happened earlier, and it looks like he was actually out before he touched the plate. That's going to bring up Jose Iglesias, batting .223, OPS of .562. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. 1 homer and 32 RBIs. That one was 95 right down the middle. 0-1 count. Peralta sets, rocks and fires. Way upstairs for ball 1. That's an 81-mile-per-hour slider. Chris Member for 1 month. Thank you. Again, appreciate it. That is awesome. 1 month. Here's the 1-1. That is going to be just outside for ball 2. Vamos Brewers. Is Bryce Johnson related to Randy Johnson or perhaps The Rock Dwayne Johnson? I feel like you may have mixed that one up there. Probably on purpose. But no, I am going to say no. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Taking all the way. That's in there, but it's not called a strike. Jose Iglesias adopting the Luis Arias strat. Who was everyone's favorite here when you were a kid? Here's the 3-1. That's a ground ball, and that's going to get past the diving third baseman for a base hit. So Iglesias on with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. That's going to bring up Elias Diaz, pardon me. It's batting .203, OPS of .597, 8 homers, 27 RBIs. Again, a runner on first with one out here in the bottom of the second inning. Peralta sets, kicks, and deals. That is inside for ball one. One and no count. Here's the pitch. That's a big swing and a miss. Strike one. Career versus the Brewers. Diaz batting .239 against Freddie Peralta. 1 for 8. He has struck out 5 times. What are your thoughts on Kershaw retiring? Well, it's kind of sad, but you know, he felt like it was time. 2-1 count. 2-1 count to Diaz. Runner on first, again with one out here in the bottom of the second. Peralta sets. Rocks and fires. That's a chopped off his foot. And it's 2-2. How'd you get good in announcing? I don't know. I try. It's all fake, by the way. This is just me imitating. It's kind of like voice acting in a way. I'm just pretending to be an announcer. 2-2 count. Peralta sets. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 82 on the slider. He was fooled there. That's actually just his first strikeout of the game. Again, he needs 5 tonight to reach 200. Kershaw still has gas. No, he's it's not too bad still. And again, he just feels like, you know what? It's time. I don't need the game anymore. I don't know, but I guess he felt like it's over. As here's the pitch, taking all the way. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Luis Arias, definitely an interesting approach at the plate. I kind of like it. I kind of don't. I don't know. It's batting .286, OPS of .704, 7 homers, 56 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's a grounder to short. Ortiz throws to first. And that is out number 3. We head to the top of the third inning. Your score, Brewers 3, Padres 1. You're a voice actor, really? Oh, that's cool. Kershaw is the best pitcher. Yeah, very good. Very good. Marketable voice. Hey, you know, I'm going to rely on this fake voice to maybe take me far. I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for. Just need a lucky break there. You know, that's how I feel about it. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure you get to like and subscribe if you're a sports fan. Baseball fan, football fan, that's what I do here on the channel. I call games. So if you like games, hey, why call them? So definitely subscribe. Again, it's a growing channel. Just 6 months ago at 30 subs. Now we're over 1,000. Again, appreciate you guys for that. Let's check out the scores across the major leagues and, of course, the NFL. And, of course, thank you, Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez, for your support. You guys are the scoreboard sponsors. So, again, appreciate you guys for your support as well. In the bottom of the 8th, the Braves lead 11-5 over the Nationals, and the Giants lead 1-0 over the Cardinals in the top of the third. The Cardinals, runners on the corners with 2 outs. In the Lions-Ravens game, let's see what we have. We have a tie game. It's 21-21. Lions with the ball at their own 15. Quarterbacks very efficient tonight. Goff 17 for 21, 177. Jackson 15 for 18, 170. So again, very efficient quarterback play in Baltimore. Jackson Chorio's coming to the plate, batting .275, OPS of .781, 20 homers and 77 RBIs. He's 0 for 1 in this one. 47th all-time in ERA. I mean, that's very good, considering all the pitchers that have played. You do machine learning and Google Voice Assistant. Okay, that's cool. Verlander gives Clayton a run on that, as that's going to be cut on and fouled back. You're getting too cool for me. I get ad after ad, really. Keep me updated on that. Again, I have some control over how many ads you get. I don't really know how it really works, but I apparently can adjust it a little bit. So let me know. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. I remember someone mentioned that the other night or yesterday, And as soon as they mentioned it, they stopped getting it. Or, I mean, they still got some ats, but it wasn't as often. So let me know, Nick. 0-2 count to Chourio. Pivetta delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. So 0-2 count to Jackson Chourio. Again, it's top of the third. The Brewers leading 3-1 over the Padres. All 3 runs coming in the second inning. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit. And that's once again going to go foul. It might stay in play, actually. No, it does not. Verlander isn't close. Career ERA at 3.32. 0-2 count. Pivetta sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be hit to center. But that is caught by Merrill for out number 1. One away, that'll bring up Bryce Turang. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He's batting .285, OPS of .788, 18 homers, 77 RBIs. What's Kershaw's postseason record? Oh, that's a good question. I'm assuming you're saying will do. I got you, man. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, that is outside for ball 1. I bet on Matt Olson for 2 bases, and of course he goes 0 for 6. Oh my goodness. That is pretty insane. What luck is that? 1-0 count. Pivetta rocks and fires. Breaking ball, that is outside, but it's called a strike. Not even close. I'm actually curious on Kershaw's postseason record. Again, we hear about it all the time, I'm sure, if you're a baseball fan. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. That is high for ball 2. 92 on the fastball. Someone, Alan, recommended that movie to me. I just haven't been able to watch it. I don't really watch many movies. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball, that's chopped foul. So Kershaw is 13-13 in the playoffs. 4.49 ERA, 32 starts, 39 games that he's appeared. Whip of a... Tell you what, his whip's really good, though. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be chopped foul yet again. Whip of a 1.11. That's still solid, so it just gets unlucky. Man, interesting. Two and 2 count to Bryce Turang. Again, he's 0 for 1. 1 out, nobody on. Pivetta kicks and deals. That is check. Did he go? He checked his swing. He went. He struck him out. Turang can't believe it. Slowly walking back now, glaring at the third base umpire. Oh, he just went. Wilco. Oh. You're good. I did not know that. Okay. William Contreras coming to the plate. He walked in his first appearance, batting .265, OPS of .768. Here's the pitch. That is outside ball 1. 17 homers, 76 RBIs. Only Brave in the line. Wow, that is actually insane. When it comes to mowing down hitters, it's Kershaw. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. 1-0 count. Pivetta rocks and fires. That is in the dirt, ball 2. So 2-0 count to Contreras. Again, he walked in his first appearance, so hasn't seen many strikes so far in this one. Pivetta sets, rocks, and fires way upstairs for ball 3. They're showing some respect here for Contreras. Pivetta, he's, again, had a very good year. So far, though, already allowing 3 runs. As here's the 3-0. Taking all the way, that's in there for a called strike. 94 on the upper part of the zone. Pivetta shaking his head. He'll set anyway. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike two, 3-2 count. That is Frelick on deck. San Diego fans getting loud. 3-2 count. Pivetta sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit, and that's going foul. Kerry Wood. Kerry Wood's not too bad. I'm thinking of Mark Pryor, though, if we're talking about Cubs staying healthy. Mark Pryor. 3-2 counts. Pivetta rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with the curveball right down the middle. We head to the bottom of the third inning. The Brewers, of course, with the lead 3-1 over the Padres. Again, a potential playoff preview. The Brewers, of course, have clinched the playoff spot, clinched their division. I believe that was yesterday. The Padres pretty much clinching. They need a win and a Mets and a Reds loss. If the Reds or Mets lose two more times, which is very likely, they will give the Padres a playoff spot. Of course, the Padres, all they need to do is just win two more to guarantee it, and very likely that is happening. Strasburg, yeah, Steven Strasburg is very good too. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is a sports channel, folks. It's a growing channel. So definitely like and subscribe if you consider yourself a sports fan. This is a sports channel for sports fans, sports bettors, whatever. Whatever you consider yourself, we take you all. Even Dallas Cowboys fans started accepting those pretty much when Hammer dropped by. Then that's when we started allowing Cowboys fans here. Do it for the Padres is Machado, Merrill, and Sheets. And again, feel free to chat down below. I try to read as many comments as possible. Might not get to you all, but yeah, I will try to get to as many, if not all, that I can. Yeah, Strasburg got hurt almost every year. CC Sabathia was very good. Yes, very good. Manny Machado is 1 for 1, batting .276, OPS of .795, 26 homers, 93 RBIs. So showing some the Brewers' runs over the last few years. As that's going to be low. Checked his swing. Did not go. Ball one. Sorry they did not show that pitch. Just caught the end of that one. 1-0 count to Manny Machado. Peralta sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike curveball. Right at the knees. DeGrom. Maybe. I don't know. He got hurt way too much. If you're talking about Strasburg getting hurt. That's going to be a swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Breaking ball again. Just can't seem to make contact with the breaking ball. 1-2 count as Machado, I believe, asked for time. Hey, big pitchers, Allen. Hey, they seem to do well. 1-2 count. Peralta sets, kicks, and deals. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. He struck him out. And Machado immediately getting in the face of the umpire. So that one was well inside. I don't know what in the world. Jackson Merrill batting .264, OPS .772, 15 homers, 62 RBIs. Merrill is 1 for 1 on the night. Bartolo Colon, yep, exactly. That's going to be a swing and a miss. 83 on the slider. Match over 8.5. Muhammad, I couldn't tell you, man. When it comes to betting, I really don't want to make you lose any money. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside for ball one. So far, it's looking that way. But these guys are really good pitchers on the mound tonight. So, again, I don't know. I don't want to be the reason you lose money. Here's the 1-1. That's a swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Big head, yeah. He did. The head, it grew like every year. Peralta sets on the 1-2. rocks, and fires. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going foul. He once pulled a Vogelbach auto from a pack, but I swear the pack weighed a lot. This guy. 1-2 count. Peralta sets and fires. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. And it's 2-2. Once again, a 2-2 count to Jackson Merrill. Peralta sets and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts. That is 3 on the night. Again, just needs 2 more. And then he's at 200 for the year. That's going to bring up Gavin Sheets. He's 0 for 1 on the night, batting .257. OPS of .765, 19 homers, and 69 RBIs. Peralta delivers. That's going to be low for ball 1. 1-0 count to Gavin Sheets. Peralta sets, kicks, and deals. That's in there for a call. Strike 87 on the change. Peralta is just looking really good right now. Jeez, Peralta rocks, sets, kicks, and deals. That is outside for ball 2. Peralta sets and fires. That's going to be low for ball 3. 87 on the changeup. Nightbot with back-to-back messages. What in the world, Nightbot? What the heck? We can't do that. We can't have that. I'll have to change that later. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Sheets was heading down to first. He's going to ask for time. The Padres fans are like, what in the world? But that one was in the strike zone. Sheets playing it up for the crowd, I'm assuming. The Bears sure put a hurting. Yes, Robert, I picked it to happen. It was one of my upsets. 3-2 count. Peralta delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck out the side. 1 away from 200 strikeouts on the year. We head to the top of the 4th. The Brewers lead 3-1 over the Padres. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is a sports channel, folks. This is a growing channel, so definitely like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Just 30 subs 6 months ago. Here we are at the end of the season, over 1,000. Look at us go. It's a growing channel. Definitely like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Pedro, yeah, Pedro was awesome. And again, appreciate you guys so much. Of course, a special thank you to Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez. You guys are the scoreboard sponsors. So again, appreciate you guys very much for your support. So let's check out the scoreboard. Again, this is brought to you by Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez. Real people, real sponsors. All right, the Braves have defeated the Nationals 11-5. Again, Matt Olson going 0 for 6. I only know that because Hammer needed 2 bases from Olson. Went to the plate 6 times, didn't get anything. Unbelievable. Brewers, of course, leading in this one 3-1, and the Cardinals and the Giants tied at 1 apiece as they head to the top of the 4th. In the NFL, the Lions, let me go ahead and refresh this just in case, but the Lions have taken the lead in Baltimore, but the Ravens are driving. They're at the Lions 31. So there we go. That's interesting. Would definitely be beneficial for the Steelers, so I'm a Steelers fan, if the Lions won, but I don't know. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked myself because I think the Ravens are very good. Pedro 2.93. Yeah, no. Again, Pedro was good. I like the fact that it always seemed like he hated the Yankees. He played for teams that would just be hating on the Yankees. That's Frelick hits this to right, and that's going to go foul. Oh, man, he gave it a good ride. Obviously, the Red Sox, the Mets, and the Phillies in the World Series. So, yeah, no, definitely pretty happy with it. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be inside for ball one. Sal Frelick again at the plate. So for 1. It's batting .294 OPS, 775, 12 homers, 62 RBIs. Pivetta sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be upstairs for 2-1. This rate, yeah, I understand that the current rate, but that's not the rate that's been happening as of late. 2-1 count. Pivetta sets, rocks, and fires. Breaking ball, that is in there for a called strike. So 2-2 count. Now, again, that's so the stat I looked up as here is the 2-2. That's going to be popped up to third. Machado is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. If you're able to get to 1,000 subs within a year, you will definitely you're setting yourself up for success. Pretty much that is the benchmark, because again, obviously people with higher subs, higher, more views, they're going to get pushed up on the algorithm. So I just got to keep going pretty much, and of course provide some high quality play-by-plays. That's going to be outside, but it's called a strike. This is not Sal Frelick. That's who was just at the plate. It's Andrew Vaughn. It's 1 for 1, batting .256, OPS of 720. Here's the pitch. Grounder, and that's going to get through for a base hit in between short and third. So good stuff for Andrew Vaughn. That'll bring up Isaac Collins. It's batting .262, OPS of 774, 9 homers, 54 RBIs. So again, just 6 months, 1,000. So we're ahead of schedule, and we are looking very, very good. Snowball effect. Exactly, Daniel. Exactly. George, how's it going? What's up? Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going foul. 0-1 count. Again, a runner on first. With 1 out, Pivetta sets, rocks and fires. That is way upstairs. Almost hit him in the face. Collins, by the way, walked in his first appearance. 1-1 count. Pivetta sets, kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up, and that is going foul. George also, let's go Brewers. Again, I have a lot of Brewers support for sure on the channel, and it's definitely appreciated. Padres, initially we had a nice Padres crowd, but then I started doing some Padres games, and I wasn't getting the same voices, and we kind of drifted away a little bit from the Padres. 1-2 count. Pivetta, sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be low for ball 2. Is Isaac Collins related to Kerry Collins? I don't think so. I would say no. 2-2 count to Isaac Collins. Pivetta sets, rocks and fires. Called strike 3. He struck him out with the breaking ball. Collins can't believe it, but you better believe it. That'll bring up Caleb Durbin. He's batting .265, OPS of 742, 11 homers, 53 RBIs. He's 1 for 1 in this one. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Double dog. Oh, it's double dog there. Okay. By the way, it's all love over here, Digital. I'm starting to see why you're kicked out of another chat. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That is upstairs for ball 2. Yeah, Luis. Yeah, Sean. I really hope he's okay, man. Luis was the first Padres fan to subscribe, and he was a huge supporter of the channel. He was always here. He volunteered. He was my first mod. And then all of a sudden, Luis, I don't know, he disappeared, and I really hope he's okay. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Luis, man, he was a cool guy. Cool guy. It was, for a while there, it was really just me, Luis, Sean, Trisk, and Nick every single night. Draven, of course. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's a chopper, and that's going foul. That's a strong word there, Digital. Love is a strong word. Favorite penalty must be delay of game. It's a pretty good penalty. It's the most annoying penalty, though. 2-2 counts. Durbin again at the plate. He's 1 for 1 on the night. Runner on first, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. It's 3-1. Brewers leading over the Padres. Travis, a Giants fan. Checking in. Here's the 2-2. That's a grounder to second. Tosses to first for out number 3. Nothing doing there for the Brew Crew. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 3-1 here in San Diego. We miss Luis. We do. I miss him. I really hope. Again, I hope he's okay. I don't know. It's just the fact that he's went cold. That's why I'm concerned. If he were to pop up tonight, I'd be probably so excited because again, I don't know. Hopefully he's okay. I can't remember. I think he lived in because the first game he actually was. It was a Mariners game. I think it was Mariners Red Sox. That's when I was just bouncing around seeing what crowds I'd be getting, and I thought he was a Mariners fan at first, and then he just. It's no, I'm actually a Padres fan. I cheer for the Mariners. This was when I was taking thumbnails off the internet. It was in my early days. My very early days. Yeah, right here. I think this was the game where I first met Luis. Look at that. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Man. Folks, again, appreciate you guys. It's a growing channel, growing numbers. We are on our way, folks. Again, appreciate you guys for your support. And, of course, definitely like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Make sure, again, to do it. If you're a sports fan, you consider yourself a sports fan, definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm calling a lot of playoff baseball. So definitely like and subscribe if your team's going to the playoffs. Well, both these teams are. So if you're here, subscribe because I'll probably see you there. Due up for the Padres is O'Hearn, Cronenworth, and Johnson. None of those guys have a hit tonight, but O'Hearn has walked in this one. Giants are done. Yeah, possibly, Sean. Yeah, it's blocking back during punts is a rule I wish they got rid of. Players would have to. Yeah, I don't know. The NFL. I love football, but man, football right now. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Ryan O'Hearn again, he walked earlier. He's batting .274, OPS of .791, 16 homers and 58 RBIs as Peralta sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike one. What date was that game? I have no idea. 1-1 count as O'Hearn steps off. I don't think I saved the dates on these. It was early in the season because 13-11. I don't know if April 24th. Look at that. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit to left. But that is caught just shy of the warning track for out number 1. That'll bring up Jake Cronenworth, who is 0 for 1 in this one's batting. .249 on the year, OPS of .755, 11 homers, 56 RBIs. Peralta will set. Again, he just needs one strikeout for 200 on the year. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Cronenworth looking back just to make sure. It's like he called that a strike, really? And then he does this, which means he didn't like it. 0-1 counts. Peralta will set. Rocks and fires. That's when we cut on and fouled back 0-2. And then, folks, again, for my strategy this week is I'm going to try to get a lot of teams in, teams that I've been covering all year, of course. I won't be able to cover any baseball games Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, so Monday through Thursday it's going to be a lot of baseballs. That's going to be upstairs ball 1. Of course, I still will be doing that Thursday night football game. But yes, I will be covering, again, a lot of different teams this week as a thank you for the best coverage by, for the channels. That's going to be a swing and a miss. He struck him out. I believe that's strikeout number 200 on the year. Yes, he needed 5. So congratulations to Peralta, who gets strikeout number 200. Luis Arias needs to step it up, says Jeremiah. Well, thank you again for stopping on by. Here's the pitch. That's a grounder to second. Tosses to first for out number 3. To be honest with you, the Padres lineup needs to step up. They only have 1 run through 4 as we enter the top of the 5th. It's 3-1 Brewers over the Padres. So like I said, I don't really know what games it is, but I kind of have an idea on the teams that I'm covering. So again, make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is a growing channel. Just hit 1,000 subs on Saturday night. So again, it's a growing channel. We'll be covering playoff baseball. So again, if your team's going to the playoffs, you should definitely subscribe because we're doing a lot of playoff baseball on the channel. Cover the Jets game possibly, and I haven't really decided which one because they're on like the same time. Jets and Dolphins. I could see myself doing that one. Because ABC is more, I could see myself doing that one. So I feel like more people will do the Bengals and the Broncos. So I might have a shot with Jets, Dolphins. So yeah, Sean, I will. Folks, again, appreciate you guys. Again, thank you to all the, to the donors. Appreciate you guys. Of course, a special thank you to Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez. You guys are my commercial break sponsors, the scoreboard sponsors. So again, thank you very much for your support. Let's check out the scoreboard from across Major League. Look at that. All the games here. 3 games. Again, the Braves over the Nationals 11-5. And the Cardinals up on the Giants 2-1. Again, the Giants really need to run the table and hope for a lot of luck. That's really the case for the Giants. The weekend series was not kind to them against the Dodgers. I believe this is refreshed, but let me refresh just in case. I believe I have my little cat in here, and I'm going to have to probably remove her. So, pardon me, folks. Actually, I have to wait. But yeah, Lions up 28-24. Joey Ortiz is coming up, batting .231. OPS of .598, 7 homers, 45 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That is going to be low for ball 1. Yeah, I need to get her out of here. I apologize. I'll leave up the 3D version for a second, folks. So there you go. I know that's embarrassing. So as you saw, Joey Ortiz is going to ground down. You're going to see why I have a little bit more success here. Here's the pitch. Joey Ortiz, grounder to second. Oh, man, I think he's going to throw it to first. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's out number 1. So there you go. Again, a little bit behind the coverage. That's why I kind of do this. And again, that's why I have more success. People leave. They won't stay if they already know what's going to happen before it comes out of my mouth. Christian Yelich coming to the plate, batting .267, OPS .805, 29 homers, 102 on the RBI count. As Pivetta will set. Kicks and deals. Breaking ball, that is inside for ball 1. Are you sure Bengals look like a high school football? Yeah, they do. They did not look good. I don't know. Again, I'm just going to assume more people have ABC than ESPN. Here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 2. Now, as far as the 3D thing, the other streamers will have that up there and they'll still have the call, but I'm just not big enough to really afford that yet. That's going to be upstairs ball 3 on the breaking ball. Story Ortiz related to Big Papi. Oh, yeah, 100% they are related for sure. 3-0 count to Yelich. Again, he's 1 for 2 on the night. Had a 2-run RBI. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. 2 RBI single. I don't know why I said 2-run RBI. 2 RBI single in the second. Same old bungles. Yep, pretty much. 3-1 count. Pivetta kicks and deals. That's going to be hit, and once again, that is going foul. Shout out Myron Cope, legendary Steelers broadcaster. 3-2 count. Pivetta sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit to left. And that breaking ball, let me tell you, folks, that has a lot of break to it. Unbelievable. Starts off over Yelich's head. He's 6'3", and that's coming back in the zone. That's just amazing. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. That is inside, ball 4. Yelich walks. For the most part, Pivetta's only had really one bad inning. It was the second inning. I'll add all 3 runs there. That's going to bring up Jackson Chourio, batting .274, OPS of .780, 20 homers, 77 RBIs. Chourio is 0 for 2 on the night. Pivetta sets and fires. That's going to be cut on and hit foul. Which name is better, the Bungles or the Aints? Ooh, that's a good one, Sean. The Aints. I like the Bungles. That's good. 0-1 count. Pivetta sets. Rocks and fires. That's hit and popped up. Arias looking and can't find it as that's in the crowd for a souvenir. 0-2 count to Jackson Chourio. There's 1 out here in the top of the 5th. 1 man on. He's at first. Chourio stepping back in. I'm not too sure if that was a timeout. It was a lengthy period there, as Pivetta will come to a set. Rocks and fires. That is way outside for ball 1. Diaz had to make a nice little dive there, kind of a half dive. Jackson Chourio, a member of the Jackson 5. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to have to say no there. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit right to the shortstop. Throws to first and they get him. Oh, and he throws it away. Arias couldn't make the snag. And Yelich is at second. Oh, it would have been a nice play. Iglesias with a catch and immediately throwing to first. Heads up play by Iglesias. Arias just couldn't make the pick. Oh, man, Arias. That is tough. Well, yeah, to be honest, Yelich kind of getting in the way of the ball there. I can kind of see why now at the end of that. All right, so Yelich is at second with 2 outs. This is Bryce Terang, who's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. That is high and in. Almost hit Terang in the face again. A 1-0 count. Batting .285, OPS of .788, 18 homers and 77 RBIs. 1-0 count. Pivetta looks back at second. Rocks and fires. That is a breaking ball just low for ball 2. Daniel likes the Aints. Okay. Did you see Marvin Harrison Jr. drop those 2 balls? I didn't see it. No, I didn't. I don't know what's wrong with him. Here's the 2-0. That is inside for ball 3. So 3-0 count to Bryce Terang. Yeah, I have no idea I don't know what is going on with Marvin Harrison. 3-0, here's the pitch. That is high for, whoa! I was going to say that is high for ball 4, but apparently that's strike 1. The Brewers manager just can't believe it. The look on his face. That was at his shoulders. Unbelievable. 3-1 count to Bryce Terang. Pivetta delivers. That is going to be in there for a called strike on the outside corner. Of course, the Padres fans love it. Marvin Harrison on your fantasy team in high school. Yeah, he was very good. Very good receiver. Elite receiver. Hall of Fame receiver. 3-2 count. Pivetta rocks and fires. That is in the dirt for ball 4. That'll bring up William Contreras. He's batting .264, OPS of 767, 17 homers, 76 RBIs. You suspect a major argument and an ejection. Yeah, I could see it tonight for sure. Looks like we're having a little bit of a mound visit here. A meeting of the minds. Again, there's runners on first and second. With 2 outs here in the top of the 5th, the Brewers, of course, leading 3-1. Brewers are again with 2 people on. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you like what you see, if you like what you hear. This is what I do, folks. It's baseball and football on the channel. So definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Sup? Hey, how's it going, Steelers fan? How's it going? We're just covering some baseball. Not anymore. He has the yips. Definitely not his dad. Oh, I completely agree. Who was the best Irish Jets quarterback? Pat Ryan, Ken O'Brien, or Ryan Fitzpatrick? Ken O'Brien. Ken O'Brien wasn't too bad if I remember correctly. Did I watch him play? No, but I remember him being spoken of fondly. As Pivetta sets, rocks and fires. That is going to be low for ball 1. This is Contreras. He's 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. Pivetta at 90 pitches. I don't know if he'll be out there for the 6th. It'll be a batter if he does. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. Again, it's 3-1 Brewers over the Padres. Brewers scoring all 3 of their runs in the second inning. They're looking for more, though. As again, there's runners on first and second as Pivetta will set. Kicks and deals. That is going to be low. And it's 2-1. A lot of come on umps from the crowd. That's rough. Sergei Murashov looked like prime Florida Knights. Okay. Again, I'm not the hockey guy. Here's the 2-1. That's a grounder to short. Iglesias tosses to second for out number 3. Gets out of it as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Your score is still 3-1. Brewers over the Padres. Well, that's good. Again, the Penguins need a goalie. The Penguins really need a goalie. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what we do, folks. We call games. 95 Braves, 2024. Let's see if I can make that happen real quick. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. To make sure, again, to like and subscribe. We're going to try to do this real quickly. Since it's a commercial break, we're going to go ahead and try to get it done here. Atlanta Braves, 95. And then the Los Angeles Dodgers, 2024. I'm not going to set the stadium. Just going to go ahead and pick a neutral site. And the Dodgers win in 9, 7-8. 8 hits for the Dodgers, 4 for the Braves. That's my first time doing a baseball one. Tom Glavine with the loss. Gavin Stone with the win. Shohei Ohtani was 2 for 3. 3 RBIs. Freddie Freeman had a sacrifice fly. Ohtani with a triple. Jeez, well, that's neat. Just had to bring. Oh yeah. No, I had to. 100%. Just for fun. Again, appreciate you, Hammer, as always. Thank you for putting up with me. Again, appreciate you all. Again, make sure again to like and subscribe. 94 Expos for those teams. I'll try to get to it in the next commercial break, Sean. Actually, next commercial break will be a scoreboard update. We'll try to do it again in the middle of the next inning. As Iglesias sends this to left, and that one is out of here. Didn't even show the pitch, but they show the swing and the deep drive to left. Iglesias with only his second home run of the year. And it's 3-2 now. Brewers lead down to 1. Fastball pretty much right down the middle. Iglesias gave it a huge ride. That's going to bring him Elias Diaz batting .202 OPS of .590, 8 homers, 27 RBIs. How far, I could not tell you. It was in the second deck, though, and left. Exit velocity at 105. Here's the pitch. That is going to be in there for a called strike. Diaz is 0 for 1. Again, if you're just tuning in, Jose Iglesias, you heard it correctly. His second home run of the year. Here's the 0-1. That is going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh, and 2 count to Elias Diaz. Peralta will set. Rocks and fires. That's going to be fouled back. And once again, it'll be 0-2. Oh, and 2 count to Diaz. Peralta will set. Rocks and fires. That's a swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Contreras will not have to tag him out as Diaz is just going to walk back to the dugout. This will bring him Luis Arias. He is 0 for 2 on the night. He's batting .286 OPS of .702, 7 homers, 58 RBIs. Peralta delivers, taking all the way. That is going to be in there for a called strike. I feel like people are just going to throw it on the first pitch. He's going to take it all the time on the first pitch. Warning, Skydome loves it. Let's go Padres. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be low for ball 1. The 1-1 count to Luis Arias. Pardon me, I could not speak there. Luis Arias at the plate. 1-1 count. Peralta sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be cut on and fouled back. Stupid Ricky Martin. Need Merrill and Yelich to homer. We'll see. We will see. 1-2 count to Luis Arias. Peralta sets. Rocks and fires. That's to be cut on and hit foul as Arias doing some, I don't know what in the world that was, ninja moves or whatever. Just tries to get contact. I mean, how many times has he actually struck out this year? Just 21, which is amazing. But yeah, here's the 1-2. It's a grounder to second. Terang throws to first for out to number 2. Arias actually making it a closer play than it should have been. Machado coming to the plate, batting .275, OPS of .793, 26 homers, 93 RBIs. Kenma not a fan of Pivetta. If he doesn't go 6, he is so done. Kenma might be done with Pivetta. As Peralta kicks and deals, that's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Again, Machado's 1 for 2 on the night. As Peralta will set. Rocks and fires. That is way inside for ball 1. Again, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Nobody on but Jose Iglesias. with the solo shot to lead off the bottom of the fifth. It's 3-2 now. Here's the pitch way in the dirt, way outside. That is a ball as it's 2-1. Peralta only at 75 pitches, so can easily go to the sixth. As Peralta sets, rocks and fires. That's going to be cut on and hit to center. At the wall's Churio, and he's going to make the catch. Just missed one. As we head to the top of the sixth, the Padres get a run back. 3-2 as we head to the top of the sixth. Machado eats at tacos at Gordo. This guy. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Of course, this is the end of the inning, so we'll check out some scores across Major League Baseball, NFL, whatever is happening. Of course, again, thank you, Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez, for your support. You guys are the scoreboard sponsors. Again, I thank you very much. All right. Again, the Braves have defeated the Nationals 11-5. Matt Olson with a great day at the plate. 0 for 6, but they still won. The Cardinals and the Giants tied at 4 apiece in the top of the fifth, and of course this one's 3-2. In the Lions-Ravens game, I'm going to refresh it again. I'm not too sure. We're down to the final 2 minutes. The Lions have the ball, 4th and 2. At their own 49, if it's Dan Campbell, he's going to go for it. 2-minute warning has just happened. Let's see if I can actually bring that up for you guys right now. We can do 2 games at the same time. Wouldn't that be something? Couldn't tell you what just happened. There's a flag apparently on the play. So I'll try to be calling both games for you. You guys are probably fans of both. Daniel loves tacos. I do too. I think most people love tacos. If you don't like tacos, well, it's kind of weird because you can pretty much put whatever you want inside a tortilla. So, yeah. Just got another ad. Doctor was asking me to test my... I have no idea, Sean. I couldn't tell you. All right, looks like it was caught at the 33, but again, there was a flag. Couldn't tell you what it was. Sal Frelick at the plate. Batting .293, OPS of .773, 12 homers, 62 RBIs. Here's the pitch, breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. It looks like it was against the Ravens. So 0-1 count to Frelick, as that's going to be outside for ball one. So Lions have the ball 1st and 10. The Ravens have all 3 timeouts. They're at the Ravens 31. Goff is under center. Pivetta is setting. As he hands the ball up the middle, that's going to be upstairs. Ball one. Oh, he's got some space at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. The Lions are up 37-24 in Baltimore. And the Lions will most likely win that one. Here's the 2-1. That's when he cut on to first, and that's going to be just foul. Could not keep it in play. Pivetta can't believe it. So, again, you just heard it here first. The Lions are now up 37-24. And, again, that one went foul there, so I couldn't tell you. Oh, that is very close. Arias in, trying to keep that in fair ground. Just couldn't. 2-1 count. Pivetta rocks and fires. That is going to be way upstairs for ball 3. So 3-2 count. Pivetta with the K, not quite. 3-2 count. You have to wait as he sets. Kicks and deals. Called strike 3. That one was way upstairs. Oh, my goodness. Frelick can't believe it. Look at where that pitch is. You guys can see it here if you're looking. It's gone now. That is a horrible, horrible call. The umpire's been terrible tonight. Andrew Vaughn at the plate, batting .258, OPS of .724, 14 homers, 63 RBIs. Pivetta sets, rocks and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Pivetta, is that pitch number 100. So Kenma gets his strikeout. I don't know how many you need. Ben, of course, saying, come on, Brewers. Spawn again, 2 for 2 on the night. That's going to be way upstairs for ball 1. Just keep an eye here on the Lions, Ravens. Again, it's Lions 38, Ravens 24. Ravens do have all 3 timeouts, so if they do score, in theory, they could still get the ball back. They have to get some time, though. Here's the 1-1, and that's going to be checked on, and that is in there for a called strike. If you had the 3D up, we can see it. Well, you heard it, Digital. Did you not hear the call? You heard it here first. 1-2 count if you saw it. Well, hey, it is what it is, but you heard it. 1-2 count. Pivetta sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be cut on and fouled back. Oh, it's gone now. Cash, we appreciate it. Pivetta's garbage, but not that bad, love. Thank you, Kenma. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for the $2 donation. You're a legend. You are a legend, Kenma. 1-2 count. Pivetta sets, rocks, and fires. That is going to be in the dirt ball, too. Again, I'll try to write that down. Again, while I am not a huge channel, I can still, try to write these down and put you on the list. You'll be on the list for the next stream. You'll be up there on the Super Chatters side of things. 2-2 counts. Pivetta sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be cut on and hit foul yet again. Pivetta now at 105. Two and two count. 2-2 count. Humans are visual? I guess. But we're gonna put you in timeout, bud. You gotta just chill out a little bit. 2-2 count. Pivetta rocks and fires. That's gonna be outside. Ball 3. Pivetta walking off the mound. He did not get the strikeout call, though that was way outside. Peralta pitching in the inning 6. He should be athletic. He only has 70-something pitches. Pivetta sets, rocks, and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Another strikeout. And that'll bring up Collins. Isaac Collins is 0 for 1 with the walk tonight. He's batting .262. OPS of 772, 9 homers, 54 RBIs. When is the next stream? Tomorrow. I just don't know when. Hoping to do a doubleheader tomorrow. As Pivetta rocks and fires. Breaking ball, that is inside for ball 1. Again, shout out Kenma. Appreciate you, man. I just saw that, Sean. No, he is not. I want to know, here's the pitch. Breaking ball, that is outside for ball 2. Lamar, by the way, making some progress. And the Ravens, again, they are down 38-24 with 51 seconds left. As Pivetta sets, rocks, and fires. That is going to be in there for a called strike. I don't know if the Lions called timeout or what, because it's 51 seconds still. 2-1 count. Pivetta will set, kicks, and deals. That's going to be low for ball 3. Lamar is in the shotgun at the Detroit 44. Lamar drops back, looking to his left, fires. It is caught at the 30, stepping out of bounds with 46 seconds left. 3-1 count to Collins. Athletic Fix related to the band The Fix. You heard it here first. Athletic Fix says no relation. Here's the 3-1. That is going to be upstairs, ball 4. So Collins keeping the inning alive. And looks like that's going to do it for Pivetta. So, again, he was well over 100 pitches. Pivetta at 112 pitches. That's kind of rare. Lamar in the shotgun. Trips to the right. One receiver to left. Going right to left on YouTube screen. Jackson drops back. Heavy pressure. Steps up. He's going to take off. And he's running, skipping, and is pushed out of bounds at the 27. And the clock is going to run because he went backwards. And the Ravens might have to burn a timeout there. That's going to be crucial. And I believe they are. So a pitching change here in San Diego. Pivetta finishes with 5. Oh, no, that's not accurate. That is not accurate at all. It's going to be 5 2/3. Let me refresh this. I don't know what the heck's going on here. Yeah, the Ravens took a timeout. That is brutal. That is not accurate. I'll just wait till. No, that's why. 5 2/3, 3 earned, 4 hits, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. Ron, oh man, Marinaccio is going to be the pitcher. .93 ERA. Lamar is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, sending a man in motion. Jackson drops back, heavy pressure, fires. It is caught at the 10. This is Mark Andrews, cuts inside at the 5. Touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. And it's a 1-score game in Baltimore. But again, it might just be a little too late. 29 seconds left to go in that one. And again, we do have a pitching change here, so that's why I'm going back and forth. Magic Man, how's it going? Appreciate you for stopping on in. Brewers leading 3-2. They do have a man on. But we do have a pitching change. I've been very, I don't know what the heck. They're going to go for 2 or no? That'd be pretty bold. All right, we're back here in San Diego again. Caleb Durbin is at the plate, stepping on in. Again, batting .264, OPS of .741, 11 homers, 53 RBIs. Jackson is in the shotgun. They're going to go for 2. That's pretty bold. Again, a new pitcher on the mound, 2 outs, runner on first. Jackson is going to keep it. Tosses to the end zone. It is tipped incomplete. They do not get the 2-point conversion. And again, this is Marinaccio. We'll try to remember that. Is on the mound. Pickoff attempt. He is back safe and sound. That is Collins on at first. There's a flag, actually. Holding on the defense. They'll get to try it again. And then an eligible man downfield. Penalty declined. I don't know if that means they're going to do it again or the down count's not too sure. Marinaccio sets, kicks and deals. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Looks like they are going to retry it there in Baltimore. 1-0 count to Caleb Durbin. Again, runner on first, 2 outs here in the top 6. Jackson scrambling to his left, throws, and that's going to be out of bounds. I said scrolling because I'm an idiot. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be popped up foul. Again, I'm trying to call 2 games at the same time. Doesn't really work, but, we're going to give it a shot. And scrolling is scrambling and rolling, by the way, folks. I keep doing that. It is not the best. Snowman, how's it going? Marinaccio sets on the 1-1. Rocks and fires. That's going to be cut on and hit to center. Merrill is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing there for the Brew Crew. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 3-2. Checking in the late night grind with you. Ready for the Fever to steal another one. Oh, yeah. WNBA still happening. Definitely still happening there. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Folks, again, if you like the WNBA, definitely check out Snowman covering the Fever. They look to, again, without Caitlin Clark, still go pretty far in the playoffs. I'm not really too big on the WNBA myself. Did Jamison Williams or Laporta score a touchdown? So the Lions have just recovered an onside kick, and that one is over, about to be over. So, again, if you had the Ravens winning or whatnot, it's going to be a loss for them. Let's see. Williams did not score. Laporta did not score as well. Looks like it's 4 rushing touchdowns for the Lions. That is, again, just a wow. Jeez. Just a wow. That's all I got to say there, Nick. Unbelievable. Betting is not for the faint of heart. So, yeah, it's going to be 38-30 final score. I picked the Ravens, so I'm going to be wrong on that one. That's going to move me to 33-15. That's still not bad, but definitely feel like I could have done better this week for sure with some of the games. So, yeah, no scores there for Laporta or Williams. Merrill coming to the plate, batting .264, OPS of .771, 15 homers, 62 RBIs. That was a great game, wasn't it? Yeah, no, I was kind of following a little bit. Nick says, let's go Lions. Showing Peralta. Okay, so I'm sorry, whoever needed Peralta. He didn't really have a lot of pitches, but apparently they pulled him. So I'm very sorry about that. I would have expected him to be out there for the 6th. This is Aaron Ashby now, the new pitcher. 4-2 with a 2.27 ERA, whip of a 1.22. Again, Jackson Merrill at the plate, so I do apologize. I really would have assumed he would have been out there. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, that's in there for a called strike. Merrill is 1 for 2 on the night. You have Lions, Padres, Giants, Braves, money line. Ooh, that is interesting there, Nick. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be cut on and hits, and that's going to go foul. Rhino, Rising Rhino with the redirect. Thank you, sir. Like to welcome those of you that just finished watching the Lions defeat the Ravens. We got some Brewers baseball here. Brewers Padres. Brewers leading 3-2 as that's outside 1-2. So again, appreciate you, Rising Rhino, for the redirect. Yeah, I'm very sorry, Athletic. I don't know what in the world. He only had like 70 pitches, so he easily could have pitched. 1-2 count. Ashby delivers. That's going to be way outside for ball 2. Go Oven Mitts. Again, thank you very much, Rising Rhino. 2-2 count. Ashby sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be swing and a miss. He struck him out. Again, I'd like to welcome those of you that just watched the Lions defeat the Ravens. We got some baseball here in San Diego. Yes, that was a former football city, not quite anymore. The Brewers leading 3-2 over the Padres. So again, thank you, Rising Rhino, for the redirect. You're awesome. You are a legend, folks. Again, check out Rising Rhino for all your football needs. That's going to be in there, but it's not called a strike. Smash number 33. Awesome. Giants fan, yes, I saw that. Thank you, Giants fan. Again, you're a legend. Appreciate you. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be in there for a called strike. Again, I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Again, we got some baseball. Brewers and Padres. Both teams going to the playoffs. Brewers have already punched their ticket in. The Padres really just need another win, as that's going to be way outside ball 2. They need a win and 2 other teams to lose. Still got 7 more games to go. But this pretty much next week, 8 more days, and then playoff baseball is happening. 2-1 count. Ashby rocks and fires. That is going to be in the dirt. Ball 3. We are legends. We are. But you guys are all legends. Legends in my book. 3-1 count to Gavin Sheets. 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. Again, the Brewers leading 3-2 as Ashby sets. Rocks and fires. Chopper, and that's going foul. Lamar dances around after every dang snap. Yeah, you can scramble, but you can also step up in the pocket and put some confidence in your throws. Very good analysis, Hammer. Again, that's usually Lamar in the big games, man. In the playoffs, it just... Every single time. But I picked him to win tonight, so I'm kind of shocked by the result. 3-2 count. Ashby sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be cut on and hit to left. Under it is Collins, who makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. It's batting .274, OPS of .789, 16 homers, 58 RBIs. Let's go Super Pods. Super Pods. I'm not too familiar with what that means, Mr. Green. I'm very sorry. Very sorry there. Have a great team. Thank you, Giants fan. You have a great night. Again, thank you very much. Verlander gave up 5 runs. Ooh, brutal. Here is the pitch. That's going to be outside, but it's called strike. Again, this umpire tonight has been all over the place. Can't believe the doctor has the Jets in the bottom 5. Yes, I can. I believe it. I put them there. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That is in the dirt. The ball gets away, but no one's on base to take advantage. You see the baseball playoffs on MLB? Yeah, the playoffs don't begin until next Tuesday. Yeah, there's a day off on Monday, and then they go to Tuesday, which is perfect because I get to cover Monday Night Football. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be checked on, and that's going to be low for ball 2. Pods is Padres. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. Verlander's over the hill. He's getting old. He is definitely not what he was. 2-1 count. Ashby sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going foul. Had a parlay of Gibbs, Henry, Bateman, and Williams missed by 1. Had Laporta, Andrews, and Montgomery, and St. Brown. Your life so. Oh, Nick. I'm very sorry. 2-2 count to Ryan O'Hearn. I'm assuming someone called for time. Verlander has been great the last 6 starts, but I agree. Hopefully he hangs him up into this year. He wants 300 wins. Yeah, it's a good milestone to reach. That'll be rare going forward. 2-2 count. Ashby rocks and fires. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. We head to the top of the 7th. The Brewers leading 3-2 over the Padres. Jets almost beat the Bucks and your Steelers. The Steelers are not good, Sean. I will not be saying the Steelers are good. They're not. The Buccaneers, yeah. I feel like the Buccaneers, though, they kind of took their foot off the gas. I mean, it was a blowout, and then the Jets kind of scored 21 unanswered. What game are you leading to streaming? I'm leading, it's going to be Jets-Dolphins, most likely. The first one. For multiple reasons. I'm picking that game. You lost your fantasy matchup. Oh, 0.18. That's brutal. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys for hanging out tonight. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And, of course, I do appreciate the support that I've gotten on this channel. I really do appreciate you guys. Of course, a special thank you to Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez, who are my scoreboard sponsors. So, again, thank you, you two, Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez. As we check out the scoreboard, this is, again, brought to you by those two. The Braves, 11, Nationals, 5. Again, a very special performance in Matt Olson. Don't know why I keep bringing that up. Went 0 for 6. That's the last time I bring it up, Hammer. I'm very sorry. That is. I just can't believe it. 11 runs, you get 6 at-bats, you get nothing. That's wild. Cardinals leading the Giants 6-5 in the top of the 6th. So, yeah, not very good there. And, of course, as you probably heard, the Lions defeating the Ravens. Now, I do remember I did get a request earlier, and I do apologize, Sean. Let's check out. You said the 94 Expos, and they'll take on the 2024 Dodgers real quick. We're back, so I'm just going to tell you the score, and that's it. Looks like the Expos won 4-3. You can see it for yourself. 4 runs, 9 hits. The Dodgers, 3 runs, 5 hits in that one. So pretty cool. All right, we are back. Ortiz is at the plate. He takes on the outside corner for a called strike. Ortiz is 0 for 2. Something's wrong here. Just fixing this. Batting .231, OPS of 597. That's going to be tipped foul, so it's 0-2. 7 homers, 45 RBIs. Will Steelers be a playoff team? They need to get better. Their O-line is terrible. Their O-line is horrible. 0-2 count to Joey Ortiz. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. And it's still 0-2. Steelers is yes, 3-stream Sunday. The game over the seas, of course, and then 2, the regular 2. The first window and the second window. 0-2, here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike 3. He struck him out. A little bit of a delayed call, but hey, he rung him up. Marinaccio looking really good. Christian Yelich coming to the plate, batting .267, OPS of 806, 29 homers, 102 RBIs. The Bucks are missing 3 starting linemen. Oh, I didn't even know that, to be honest with you. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, but it's called a strike. Sean likes that the Expos beat the Dodgers. 0-1 count to Christian Yelich, who is 1 for 2 tonight. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. I believe he also walked. He did. He also walked again. He also has 2 RBIs as well. 1-1 count. Marinaccio sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-2. Where's the poll? Kenneth, I'm so sorry. I've been so busy today, Kenneth. I'll post it right after this game. Again, you guys vote for one of the games that I have up for Sundays. Kenneth, thank you for reminding me. I'll put it up after this game. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs ball 2. You'll have to give me a little bit. I am so sorry, Kenneth. I was busy all day today. I really wish. Oh, my gosh. No excuse, though. I should have done it after the show this morning. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 3. Yeah, pretty much after the show, I went to work. When I got home for work, I ate, and then I had to go help my parents with some stuff with the little thing they're doing. And then I came here. I didn't really have any time. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be outside ball 4. So, today was a busy day. So, Yelich draws his second walk. That'll bring up Jackson Chourio. He's 0 for 3. He's batting .274, OPS of 779, 20 homers, 77 RBIs. I have not seen the movie. No, I have not. Marinaccio sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. 13 with his card collection. No. He at one point had a really nice collection. Oh my gosh, he had boxes and boxes and boxes. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be cut on and hit to right, and that's going to go foul. Extend the poll to Friday. To be honest with you, all 3 polls so far have been decided by Wednesday. Like it's a blowout. There's nothing that's really close. So honestly, we'll probably still find out by Wednesday. But I'll definitely put it up right after this game. Give me about 5-10 minutes to kind of see what in the world I'm doing on Sunday. I didn't really like the slate of games, to be honest with you, as Chourio's going to ask for time. Again, it's a 0-2 count, runner on first, 1 out. What's up with this ump? Is he drunk? Andre, he's been terrible tonight. Andre, I don't know. This is one of the worst performances I've seen all year. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs for ball 1. So 1-2 count to Jackson Chourio. Marinaccio looks over at first. He comes to a set. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 away here for the Brewers. And that'll bring up Bryce Terang, who's 0 for 2 at the walk. He's batting .285, OPS of 789, 18 homers, 77 RBIs. He dropped something. Looks like Marinaccio is done, so honestly, a great performance out of the pen, but they say they like the matchup with another guy. So pitching change here in San Diego. Again, it's 3-2 here in the top of the 7th. Looks like the new pitcher will be Kyle Hart. Hart has not been good. 3-2. 3-3 with a 5.66 ERA, whip of a 1.16. Last 7 appearances, 4.7. Whip of a .91, so he's not really allowing a lot of hits and walks, but still allowing some runs. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, this is a growing channel, folks. 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Now we're over 1,000. Again, thank you very much for your support. But let's keep on rising. Again, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Jags Niners? Yeah, again, I just don't really know. I don't really know, Kenneth. Yeah, no, I saw the ending there. Steelers fan. Yeah, I heard it was a great game. Heard it was a great game. Steelers fan. CeeLo, what's up, man? Braves versus Pirates. I will not be able to cover any of those games. It's kind of a bummer. So the last Pirates game I'll be able to do is this Thursday. As Friday, I got to cover my local high school team here. I'm the voice for that. And I got to travel about 2 hours for the game. It's the farthest game of the year. And then Saturday is all college football, and then Sunday it is the NFL. So yes, no, I have to say goodbye to the Pirates on Thursday. Very sad about that. It's going to be I might cry on stream, even though they're so terrible. I've never watched this much Pirates baseball all year, as that's going to be a pickoff attempt, and he's going to go back. Yelich is safe and sound. I'll cry for a team that doesn't care. Very sad. Again, Terang at the plate. Runner on first, 2 outs. Hart kicks and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Oh, and 1 count to Bryce Terang. Again, looking for his first hit of the night. Hart looks over at first, rocks and fires. Way inside, and it's 1-1. At least enjoy some playoff baseball. Oh, yeah. No, I'll be covering a lot of playoff baseball. Definitely excited for it. 1-1 count. Hart sets. Looks over at first. Kicks and deals. That's going to be just outside, and it's 2-1. What about... Oh, yeah. No, again, I've mentioned Olsen's amazing performance multiple times tonight. Just for fun. 2-1 count. Hart rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to right center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. It's going to throw it in. Yelich is at third, so we're going to have runners on the corners with, of course, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. The Brewers looking for something to extend this lead. Again, it was 3-1 really for the most part of the game. The Padres, of course, adding one in the bottom of the 5th. But it's really been all pitching today. Braves decided to wake up. You know, I noticed they had a positive run differential for like the longest time. It's just been bad luck for the Braves. As looks like we're going to have a little bit of a mound visit here for Hart. A little bit of a meeting of the minds. William Contreras coming to the plate. It's batting .264, OPS of 766, 17 homers, and 76 RBIs. Looking forward to a Cubs-Padres matchup. So, yeah, I guess they would be the 4 and the 5. Yeah, that's most likely going to happen. Very interesting. And the Cubs have a great offense. But the Padres have, all the stars, so it's going to be very interesting. Rangers. Now, the Rangers are done, Hammer. They're done. They went on they had a horrible last week. Horrible. 36+ 1-run losses. Oh, my gosh, the Braves. Yeah, no, next year, I didn't really cover the Braves much this year, but I was just like, look, they're going to be good next year. There's just no way they're not. It's just a bad year. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. More football. Yeah, no, after, of course, playoff baseball. Plenty of football. With a side of more football. 1-0 count. Hart will come to a set. Looks over at first. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Mason Miller, yeah. Oh yeah, he's good. Gets up over 100 with ease. 1-1 count. Hart will come to a set. And it's going to have a pickoff attempt, but Turang is back safe and sound. They're done, yeah, but not mathematic. Yeah, I gotcha. Well, it's just like the Marlins. There's this one Marlins guy that I was in Jaguar Gators chat. It's like, oh, well, the Marlins, they can go on a run here. Like, dude, oh my gosh. Shut up about the Marlins. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to center. Merrill jogging on over and makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing for the Brew Crew. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Brewers, of course, leading 3-2 over the Padres. Thoughts on Hunter Barco? I have no problem with it. Need something. Pirates need something. I don't know. We need to see what the young guys can do. Have a good night. Yeah, you too. Have a good night. Again, appreciate you guys for all hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is a growing channel. A growing channel. Again, just 6 months ago at 30 subs. Now we're over 1,000. Again, this is awesome. Again, I do appreciate you guys. Just clicking on the live stream really helps the channel out a lot. So, again, I do appreciate you guys. And feel free, of course, to chat in the comments, comment in the chat, whatever you guys want to call it. Definitely appreciate it's a chatty bunch tonight. That's nice. That is very nice. Again, the Rangers, losers of 7 in a row. Yeah, not good in their last 10. 3-7. Pirates also 3-7 in their last 10 as well. So, yeah, that should tell you everything about the Rangers. The Astros might find themselves out of the playoffs. That is pretty wild. And, of course, the NL is pretty exciting. Of course, the Pirates play the Reds, so the Pirates might be helping out the Mets. So, and like I said, I'm going to try to cover some teams that I've been covering all year. The next few days, again, I can't cover any baseball Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so double headers Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly Thursday. I don't really know. I don't want to promise anything on Thursday, but because I'm still doing the Thursday night football game as well. So a lot of streaming in the next few days. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Brewers. It's going to be Nick Mears, the former Pirate. He's 5-3 with a 3.52 ERA, whip of a .91. And, of course, the Padres will have Jake Cronenworth. Dr. Lay, I'll be doing Braves Pirates. Okay, I'll be sure to let my Pirates subs know. Doing a giveaway for a free MLB Hit It Fat. Oh, my gosh. Why am I not going to be in the... Oh, man. Why could I not get the fitted hat? It'd be nice to get a hat. Oh, it's a bummer. Well, hey, I'll be sure to send them over. That's very nice of you. Here's the pitch showing bunt. Pulls away. That's ball 1. Jake Cronenworth 0-2. Batting .249. OPS of 753. 11 homers. 56 RBIs. Man, I wish I was there. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I'm going to do the Tyson. You're going to the Tyson Mayweather fight next year. Okay. That'd be pretty cool. 1-1 counts. Mears sets, rocks, and fires. Chopper to second. Oh, what a sliding play. Throws to first for out number 1. What a play by Bryce Turang. Nice slide there. Out number 1. That'll bring up Bryce Johnson. Johnson batting .359. OPS of 866. 1 homer, 8 RBIs. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Nick Mears sounds like a sports bar. Yeah, he does, honestly. Good night. Yes, have a good night. Starting to hate football. Every touchdown parlay I put together, I'm off by one guy. Oh, yeah, that is tough. Showing bunt. Pulls back. It's in there anyway. Strike 1. Keep up the good work, man. Consistency is key. I hear that is the case. Yeah, no, I hope we can make this into something special. Here's the 0-1 breaking ball. That is in there for a called strike. 0-2. But yeah, I'll be sure again to let my Pirates only Pirates subscribers. Again, there's some people that just show up for the Pirates games. As here's the 0-2. That is way upstairs, ball one. We'll have another streamer covering the games this weekend. I won't be covering any of them. But yeah, I try to get on here again like six days a week. That seems to be pretty good. As that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Bryce Johnson not having a great night. And that'll bring up Jose Iglesias, who's 2 for 2. And, of course, had a home run in the 5th for just his second home run of the year, by the way. He's batting .229, OPS of .581, 2 homers, 33 RBIs. What is your next stream? Again, it's going to be tomorrow. I just don't know what yet, as that's going to be low for ball one. Going to try to do a doubleheader tomorrow as well, again, as we say goodbye to some teams. Dr. Lay is definitely, well, thank you. Thank you very much. Again, hopefully it's worth it in the end. Maybe next season try the old 3D. Yeah, that's what a lot of people saying. Oh, you got to do it. But again, I've done the comparisons as Mears sets on the 1-0. That's going to be outside for 2-0. I did the comparisons again. The 3D doesn't seem to do as well for me. But I mean, I guess I don't know. Next year we'll give it a shot. Maybe in the playoffs. We'll see. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 3. Again, I don't know. I feel like people like to see who's at the plate. I think that's a thing. I don't know. Free Pickens. Hey, Pickens wanted that. Pickens is an idiot. 3-0 count to Jose Iglesias. Again, he's 2 for 2 on the night. Mears sets, rocks, and fires. That is in there for a called strike. So 3-1 count. Again, the Brewers up 3-2 over the Padres. But again, they did score a run in the 5th. Here's the 3-1. That is in there, but it's not called a strike. The umpire tonight doing what Max Scherzer kind of insinuated to that one guy, flipping a coin and making the decision then, because it's been pretty bad. The pitcher looks like Alan Jackson. Not familiar with Alan Jackson. This is Ramon Laureano at the plate, batting .282, OPS of .858, 24 homers, 76 RBIs. He's pinch hitting for Elias Diaz. So the Padres with an opportunity here. Ramon has some power. It's a power guy. Again, a runner on first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And it looks like we're going to have a mound visit. So a little bit of a meeting of the minds. Again, folks, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So if you like sports, if you like sports betting, whatever, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Of course, I'll be covering a lot of playoff baseball. So, again, if your team's going to the playoffs or you just like baseball in general, if you like football in general, definitely subscribe to the channel. It's a growing channel. And, pretty excited with how it's going. As again, mound visit about to conclude again. Ramon Laureano at the plate. There's a man on first, but with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. As Laureano stepping up. Mears on the mound. He'll come to a set. Kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 1. He's squeezing the Brewers. Nearly all the calls have been against them. Drunk gambler. Oh, jeez. 1-0 count. Mears sets. Oh, pickoff attempt, but nothing doing there. Maturely immature. Think they'll put Peralta back in. I need another strikeout. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm very sorry. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be outside for ball 2. So 2-1 count, as my cat has gotten in the room. Trying to cheese this cat. 2-0 count. This is a big moment. This cat wants to be the star of the show here. Mears sets on the 2-0. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 2-1. I'm very sorry, folks, but I am distracted because this cat is being very dumb. It's being a cat right now. 2-1 count. Mears sets. Rocks and fires. That is in there, but not called a strike. 3-1 count. Maybe do Reds, Pirates, do Brewers, Padres tomorrow night. I don't know. I think I'm going to do, again, like I said, I really don't know. 3-1 counts. Mears sets and fires. That is in there for a called strike. 3-2 to Laureano. Again, it's getting loud here in San Diego. Mears sets, kicks, and deals. That is in the dirt. Ball 4. He walked him. And that'll bring up Luis Arias, who's 0 for 3 on the night, looking for his first hit. Did you see the clip of that Lions player in the locker room with the game ball? And he said, "We got Baltimore." Oh no, I did not see that at all. Cat reveal. I don't know. Where is she at? I don't know. She's just being an idiot. The cat is being a cat right now. Mears sets, kicks, and deals. That is way upstairs. Ball when Arias taken all the way. I'm pretty sure I just offended cat people by calling my cat an idiot. But again, if you're a cat person, you know how cats can be. But no, I love my cats. The only cats I love. I don't like any other cat. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be yanked to right. That's going to get down for a base hit. Rounding third, heading for home is Iglesias. And it's going to be a 3-3 game here in the bottom of the 7th. Luis Arias. Couldn't have been a better time for his first hit. As that'll bring up Manny Machado, batting .275, OPS of .793, 26 homers, 93 RBIs. Arias just tapping it over the second baseman. That was too easy. As there's runners on the corners again, all with 2 outs. Machado is 1 for 3 on the night. Mears having some problem with the pitch comm. Padres fans are loud. Mears sets, kicks, and deals. Machado hits this, and that's going foul. 2 out. 2 outs. 0-1 count to Manny Machado. Manny chat's happening. Mears sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to right. But Frelick jogging under it and will make the catch for out number 3. All right. Well, hey, the game is tied thanks to Luis Arias. It's 3-3 here in San Diego. We head to the top of the 8th. Coming up in 90 seconds. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out tonight. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, if you like sports betting, this is a great channel for you. Of course, again, I do appreciate the support I've gotten. A special thank you to the scoreboard sponsors, Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez. So again, this segment brought to you by those two, Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez. Not really much in today's docket for baseball. So the Braves, again, moving to 74-83 with a victory over the Nationals, winning 11-5. Happening elsewhere, this is in San Francisco. The Cardinals up 6-5 over the Giants. That would be huge. Again, the Giants clinging to the last hopes there. Again, up just down to the Cardinals 6-5 at the top of the 8th. And, of course, it's 3-3 here in San Diego. Derrick Henry freaking... What the heck? Did he? Oh, did he fumble? Oh, man. That's a bummer. Well, he is getting old. He's like 31 now. I don't know. I still think he's really good. New pitcher for the Padres is Jeremiah Estrada. 4-5 with a 3.47 ERA, whip of a 1.16. So that is your new pitcher. Due up for the Brewers going to be Frelick, Vaughn, and Collins. I guess I could. I don't know. Where's the 3D thing again? I can't even remember. 3D. I don't know. I just don't think it works. I don't think it works. But maybe it will. Maybe you guys like it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll give it an inning. He's washed. We'll see. We'll give it a shot. I timed a guy out for this as well. That's kind of crazy. Oh, no. It all comes full circle. It all comes full circle. All right, Frelick at the plate. So this is going to be way behind, so keep that in mind. As Estrada kicks and deals, that's going to be caught on and fouled back. It has the catcher at the plate. See, this is bad. This is sick keeping. Okay, we'll give it a shot. Estrada sets on the 0-1. Kicks and deals. Well, that is way upstairs, and it's 1-1. The ads come every 20 minutes, so at the beginning they were few. Okay, so after it's not bad. Okay, appreciate it. So if you're here for a while, then it's fine. Okay. Why'd you time out? I just kept talking about it. Like, bro, bring it up. I'm like, well, I'm telling you, it doesn't work. But, maybe it works. I don't know. 1-1 count. Estrada rocks and fires. That is, again, way upstairs, and it's 2-1. This is actually pretty neat, low-key, now that I'm looking at it. 2-1 count. Estrada sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be popped up. Machado is there and will make the catch for out number 1. Sean doesn't like it. Sean, like I said, is hit and miss. We'll try it for inning, and then we'll just go ahead and go back. See, I don't even know who's at the plate now. That's kind of the bummer. This is Andrew Vaughn. Do your way, call the game. Well, I'm calling the game still. There you go. There's your visual. I don't know. Here's the pitch, and that is way upstairs for ball 1. Estrada's had some trouble here locating. We might just do it this half inning. I don't know. 1-0 count to Andrew Vaughn. Estrada sets. Kicks and deals. That's going to be outside, and it's 2-0. But, Sean, I honestly agree. I don't like it. I mean, it's neat, but it's just, I don't know. Two and 0 count. Estrada sets, kicks, and deals. That is going to be high for ball 3. Estrada having trouble locating the strike zone. Frelick honestly bailed him out. 3-0 count to Andrew Vaughn, who's 2 for 3 on the night. Estrada rocks and fires. That is in there for a called strike. 3D is cool, but when other streamers do it, I got to sync it up with the actual game. Yeah, I like I said, that just went in now. It's way behind. Here's the pitch. That is way upstairs. And it's ball 4. Estrada looks lost tonight, or at least in the first two at-bats. Let me guess, this one's high. Oh, wow, it's late, very late. So it looks like Vaughn is going to be pinch run for. This is Perkins taking over for him. So Perkins will replace Vaughn. And this will be Jake Bowers also pinch hitting. And he's going to be hitting for Isaac Collins. So Collins will take his seat. Bowers will take his spot. My cat is still being a cat right now. Jeez, oh my gosh. It'd be okay if it wasn't too far behind. Yeah, I agree. All right, so the mound visit concludes, and again, Bauer stepping up to the plate. He's pinch hitting, so he has no appearances. How many seconds behind? It's just a few. I mean, again, it's still the same speed for me. What you guys are seeing is just a little bit behind, so I mean, it's whatever. Estrada will look back at first. He sets, rocks and fires. That is going to be outside for ball one. Not trying to promote. There's this NYY guy who does Yankees. He just shows balls and strikes as they come without 3D. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. If he's showing the actual game, I don't know. I've seen people do it. I don't know how all that works. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be low for ball two. I know Ghost Rose. He's a streamer as well. He'll like show it for a split second and then he takes it off. Not something I will do, but 'cause I don't want to take the chance. Looks like again another mound visit. This time the pitching coach. So again, like I said, Estrada's been pretty wild ever since he's really entered. Pitcher throws one into outer space. I know. Yeah, it'll happen. Powers were homered tonight. We'll see. Ben saying, Brewers, let's win this. All right, again, there's a mound visit here. And, again, Estrada has looked rough. He has an out because he got Frelick to chase. Between your calls, the visual, and my Calci, I don't know what's happening. But it's been about 10 years since I cared about baseball, so I'm just happy to be here. Appreciate it. So 2-0 count as Estrada will set. Looks over at first, kicks and deals. That is going to be low for ball three. Again, Estrada can't seem to locate the strike zone. As you see it there on your visual there, 3-0 count. Estrada looks over at first. Rocks and fires. Bowers hits this to right. At the wall. It's caught for out number 2 at the warning track. Gave it a good ride. That's right, I don't have to do anything. Yeah, you can see it was just hit into the moon, and then you don't see it at all. That'll bring up Caleb Durbin. It's 1 for 3 on the night. How does this game work? Who's in the lead? I don't really know. Well, no one's in the lead right now. It's 3-3. There's a runner on first, 2 outs. You're talking about the 3D thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still learning it myself. Estrada delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And he's heading to third. Perkins going to cruise into third. So runners on the corners. You'll see it right now. There it is. There's the replay. Just look at the visual is a replay. Just think of that. I think that's the way we can present it here. So runners on the corners. Again, 2 outs for the Brewers. And that'll bring up Joey Ortiz, who's 0 for 3 on the night. It's batting .230, OPS of .596, 7 homers, 45 RBIs. Estrada looks over at first. Kicks and deals. That's going to be low for ball one. Again, to serve that, the visual is a replay of what I just called. So that's the only way I can make this work for me. There it is. It's low. 1-0 count. Estrada checks on the runner at first. Looks over again. Kicks and deals. That's going to be high, but it's called a strike. It was close. You'll see it here. May have just got a piece of the zone, but again, it's iffy. did have a runner there take off to second. So 1-1 count, both runners in scoring position. Estrada sets on the 1-1, looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That's a swing and a miss. He swung low. Fooled him with the slider, and you'll see it here again, the replay. Estrada's going to lose me money. He hasn't looked good, but right now, again, just one more strike, and he gets out of it. As Ortiz again asking for time. It's like watching a movie, yeah. Yeah, his OPS is not so good. Estrada will come to a set. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out in the dirt. 87 on the slider. Again, you'll see the replay right over there. Boom. We head to the bottom of the eighth. It is 3-3 here in San Diego. What in the world is this cat doing? That's crazy. She is crazy. You time yet? All right, well, digital, it happens. But you know what? It was nice knowing you. You have a good time. I'll catch you never again. All right. Cardinals 6, Giants 5 is your score again. It was my mistake, but you know what? He didn't. That comment wasn't necessary. I made a mistake. I was recommended to do it. I gave it a shot, and it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag, so I don't really know. So, yeah, no, he's been removed. He's been removed. Appreciate you for stopping on by. But we'll see you never. We'll see you never. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, it's a growing channel. Again, we make mistakes here. I made one earlier, I guess. I don't know. Apparently, it has done well. Again, I tried it earlier in the year. It just wasn't working. But it's okay. I mean, again, we're just learning on the channel. It's a growing channel. And, yeah, again, if you're a sports fan, definitely leave a like. Definitely subscribe. Again, if your team's going to the playoffs, definitely subscribe to the channel because it is a growing channel. Which team will stay classy? I don't know. I mean, I've covered a lot of Brewers, so, again, I like the – I don't know, the Brewers seem to be a good team. Again, they seem to always come through. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. The only problem with this, I just don't really know, who's coming to the plate. I don't have a lineup or anything like that. That's the one thing that I don't like. I have to rely on this. It looks like it's going to be Merrill and Mears. Mears is on the mound. Just made aware that the Coyotes are now the Mammoth. Oh, yeah. No, that happened. That was over the summer, I believe. The Utah Mammoth, as that's going to be right down the middle for a called strike 95 on the gun. You love the 3D? Yeah, I don't know. It's neat. To me, it's just a replay of what I just called. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, or actually backwards. That's going to be foul. 0-2. I think you should call the SpongeBob NFL game this year if they do it again. That was kind of fun. That's fair. We'll see what I can do. 0-2 count. This is not Mears. It's Koenig. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball off the pitcher to second. Throws to first. Not in time. He throws it away. But no one was looking. Oh, man. Merrill wasn't looking. It hits the pitcher. Then he throws it to second. Then he throws it away. But Merrill wasn't looking. Again, you can see it on the replay there. Oh, man, that is crazy. Some crazy stuff here. Dr. Lay, I have another screen on regular. Oh, yeah, I have a screen for the OBS, and that's it. If I actually, were to make money doing this, then I'll reinvest. But right now, it's All right. Koenig kicks and deals. That's going to be upstairs, but it's called a strike. This is Gavin Sheets. It's over 3. I just crossed over $100, so I'm eligible to pull it. But I'll be able to do that in October, apparently. So, gotta wait. 0-1 count to Sheets. Koenig is going to throw over to first. And the San Diego fans did not care for that. Oh, and 1 count to Gavin Sheets as Koenig sets, rocks and fires. That is going to be low for ball 1. It's more humble as an athlete, do you think? Wait, Deion Sanders is in prime? Probably not Deion, so John Stockton by default. 1-1 count. Koenig looks over at first, kicks and deals. That's going to be chopped off. Oh, the umpire's hand. The umpire not having a good time. You need Merrill, Yelich, and Machado for 2 bases each. I guess I could check it out at the end. I guess I could check it on the in-between innings. I could look at the stats for you. But yeah, like Steelers fan, probably not happening there. 1-2 count. Koenig will come to a set. Kicks and deals. That's going to be way outside, and it's 2-2. Two and 2 count. Koenig looks in. Comes to a set. Looks over at first, rocks and fires. That is going to be in the dirt. Ball 3, handled well by Contreras. What's the spread of the game? It was, I think, 1.5. I think the Brewers were favored by 1.5. I don't know if people bet spreads, though, in baseball. Who thinks bigger idiot, Ron or Test, or a meta world peace? Aren't they the same person? Or no, my trip in there. 3-2 count. Koenig sets. Looks over at first. Looks over again. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to center. Perkins makes the catch on the run for out number 1. Oh, he traveled the distance. I keep going over here to click on something. You'll see it here. Perkins with a great run to make the catch. Yeah, I can't remember. I think I want to say Ron Artest was the same person. He became at a world peace. But I could be wrong. I honestly, my NBA ball knowledge not that elite. It is, yeah, it's not that great. All right, Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. That is low for ball 1. Again, there's a runner on first with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. The mouse at the palace. Yes. Saw like a I don't know, like a replay of that. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be outside ball 2. Must have been crazy to cover, to be there. To be that random guy that didn't do anything wrong but still get, wrecked. Unfortunate. GG's. 2-0 count to O'Hearn. Again, he walked earlier as well. 0 for 2 with the walk. Koenig looking over at first multiple times. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Late swing. Tied him up. You'll see the replay right here. Again, it just looked very awkward swinging. 2-1 count. Koenig sets. Looks over at first. Rocks and fires. Grounder to third. Tosses to second. There's one. Throw to first. Oh, it's off the first baseman's glove. But the first, O'Hearn will not move. Again, here it is. Grounder to third. Tosses it to second. And then throws. And again, the ball and the first baseman's glove not on the same page this inning. They're the same guy who changed it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Artest threw chairs at fans and fought cameramen. Oh, I see. Okay, well then I guess it's Ron Artest then. Michael motorcycle. That's neat. Good night, all my friends. Yeah, Kenneth, you have a good night. Can't believe the Reds are the. Yeah, me neither. The Mets have just been. Ooh, it's been rough. I feel bad for Pure Adrenaline Sports. He's a great guy. I hope for him, and He's really the only person I'm pulling for the Mets, for his sake. The Reds, though, would be the better story for I guess small market teams, as that's going to be outside ball one. Again, a runner on first, 2 outs. This is Jake Cronenworth, who's 0 for 3 on the night. And you can see the pitcher coming out. It actually happened. He literally rose and then threw it. That's really cool. 1-0 count. Koenig looks over at first, kicks and deals. That's going to be outside, and it's 2-0. So a 2-0 count to Cronenworth. Pass is a great guy. Oh, yeah. Oh, he is. Dennis Roman kick a cameraman, then grab 8 rebounds? Maybe. I don't know. Here's the 2-0, and that's going to be in there for a called strike. 97 on the outside corner. So 2-1 counts to Cronenworth. Again, it's 3-3. Here in the bottom of the 8th, runner on first, 2 outs. Koenig sets. Looks over first, kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to go foul. So 2-2. Again, I appreciate you trying to, call the game there, but, definitely you can leave that to me. 2-2 counts. Koenig delivers. That's going to be in there, but not called a strike. Oh, it definitely caught the zone. You'll be able to see it right here. Koenig thought he had strike 3. I don't know where in the world it went there. Okay, when it looks like that, that's not what happened. Okay, it was on the knees. I don't know. Okay, that messed up. Here's the 3-2. Called strike 3. He struck him out of the outside corner. Cronenworth can't believe it. But it was definitely in there. Let's see if this one actually makes me look good. There it is. Okay, that's not really that accurate. It was more outside than that. So 3D still a work in progress, folks. But we head to the top of the 9th inning. It's 3-3 here in San Diego. Good game. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it is. My dad threw 500 of the O's to make the playoffs. I'm sorry if you hear things. The cat, again, is being an idiot. And, yeah. Feel sorry for all those mules. Oh, yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, 500 make the O's to make playoffs. Yeah, no. Orioles bird watcher. GG's, bud. GG's. Player, I'm assuming it's a prop bet. Yelich, 2 hits. Machado, 2. Oh, wow. Hey, good stuff. Folks, again, appreciate you. Again, don't really have much else to say other than like and subscribe. And I do apologize. Got to get this cat out of here again. I'll be back in 2 seconds. So, yeah, my bad. So, yeah, I do apologize. My cat had the zoomies, was running around in here. My bad, folks. Okay. So, Suarez is going to come on here for... I had to chase the cat, by the way. I'm out of breath. For the top of the 9th inning, it's 3-3. You're getting an ad because we are we have ads now. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I am definitely out of shape. 0-1 count as Suarez sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Yelich at the plate. It's 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 walks. It's not a big cat. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to go foul. So, yeah. Again, it's 3-3 here in San Diego. Brewers were leading 3-1. The Padres slowly coming back. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be upstairs, ball 1. No ads. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not too bad. If you're here apparently for a while, then the ads will slowly go away. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to be a diving catch. What a play. I can't actually tell you who that is, but it was an amazing diving catch. Oh, man. Yelich hit that one very well, 100 miles an hour. I was so excited when it hit. Yeah, I was excited too. Like a huge weight, off the shoulders. Is it Garfield? No, it's like a black and white. It's like kind of like a tuxedo cat. Not too sure how to really explain it. All right, this is Chourio, and now he's going to take it in there for a called strike, 0-1 count. Again, thank you, Magic Man. Appreciate it. Again, sorry for the craziness tonight. Running around everywhere. 0-1 count. Suarez rocks and fires. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Shows Garfield. This guy, Jennifer Hewitt. 1-1 count. Suarez comes to a set. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. This could be an NLDS. No, I think it's a playoff preview. These guys, obviously the Brewers will have a bye, and the Padres, they've been good. They've been good for a while. Can they take that next step, though, as Chourio's going to ask for time? Again, he's 0 for 4 in the night, looking for his first hit. Going to do a pick-em bracket for the MLB playoffs. That'd be neat. I'll figure that out. I'll see if I can find something. That's a good idea, Hammer. Here's the 1-2, and that's going to be outside 2-2. That's a good idea. Padres fans very upset about this call. Again, that's way outside, but they booed it. 2-2 count. Suarez rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Chourio, again, I keep going to click it, but there's nothing to click. You needed that Yelich hit right there. Also, Padres cards, money line to win. Oof. Well, I think the Cardinals looking good over there, if I recall. Yeah. So, it's coming down to this one. As Suarez will come to a set. This is Bryce Terang. It's 1 for 3 of the night. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. You do one for money with my friends, but I could set up a free one. Oh, I appreciate it. That'd be nice. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. A half-hearted swing by Terang. You'll get to see that one possibly. I don't know if it'll enact everything here. Yeah, it was not that great. 0-2 count. Suarez sets again. It's loud here in San Diego. Here's the pitch. That is in the dirt. Ball 1. Good morning, Ultimate Sports. How's it going? You calling Steelers? Yes. Every single Steelers game I will be calling. Rain or shine. 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock at night. I'll be there. Here's the 1-2. That is way upstairs, and it's 2-2. 100 on the gun. Two and two count. Suarez comes to a set. Rocks and fires. That is low for ball 3. 0-2 to 3-2. Terang just staying alive. Contreras is on deck. He's 0 for 3 on the night. As Suarez sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. We head to the bottom of the 9th. It's 3-3 here in San Diego. You had Braves minus 1.5, which hits this game over 7, which at least will push. Giants 1.5. Ooh, yeah, no, the Giants, they lost there. That one is official. So very sorry. Do you call high school sports? Yes, I call. Well, it's just Fridays, CeeLo. It's just the local high school here for football and let's see. I mean, in the spring I cover baseball for another thing as well, another high school as well. Mason Miller fastball must look like Tylenol. Well, this was Suarez, but yeah. Anyway, folks, appreciate you for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, it's a growing channel, folks. So definitely like and subscribe if you're a sports fan, baseball fan, football fan, whatever. Definitely like and subscribe, as we just crossed 1,000 the other day, actually Saturday night, so just a few days ago. So again, I do appreciate you guys for giving me this chance to call this game for you. Again, I know there's other people calling this game for sure. Padres have a lot of people calling games for them. So, yeah, no, again, appreciate you guys. Brewers fans, Padres fans, yeah, no, again, I thank you guys for giving me a chance. Yeah, that's all I ask for. And hopefully I can win you over and for you to like and subscribe. You put your bets on the Jays, Padres. That would be an interesting World Series. Alan, appreciate you. Appreciate the compliment. Thank you very much. I try. Again, it's all fake. It's all like the voice. It's just voice acting. That's all I'm. Well, thank you, CeeLo, for the sub. I can't remember if I. So I've heard of you, CeeLo. I know Hammer brought you up, and then I know JJ, Rhino have brought you up as well. So Abner Uribe is going to be the new pitcher. 1.74 ERA. WHIP. Actually, there's no WHIP on this, so can't provide you the whole stat. I guess I could have. I could have done that, but oh well. Your Lions got the huge W. Yeah, no, it seemed like in a very exciting game. September 23rd. I don't know what you're talking about, Steelers fan. All right, Uribe will set. Rocks and Fires. That's going to be upstairs for ball one. Again, what you're seeing on the screen is pretty much a replay of what I just called. Let's see if it shows it here. Again, that should be upstairs. There it is. 1-0 count to Uribe. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit. Diving attempt by Ortiz. Can't make the catch. He does knock it down, though. But that's a hit regardless. So Johnson gets on his first hit of the game. He was 0 for 3. Now he's 1 for 4. So the Padres already a man on again. Nobody out here in the bottom of the ninth. The Brewers are up 3-1. Padres have slowly but surely come back. It's 3-3. This is Iglesias to plate. Showing bunt, pokes at it, and that's going to be a foul ball. Iglesias is 2 for 2 tonight with the walk, and he has a solo home run as well. And Ortiz actually had the ball in his glove while he's diving in. That would have been an amazing catch if he makes it. So that was a hard catch. 0-1. Here's the pitch showing bunt. He taps it. He pops up. It's caught by Uribe for out number 1. Not a good bunt. In fact, it's pretty bad there. There it is. You're going to see it. Uribe making the catch, throwing to first, but not able to get the double play. Trevor saying the Brewers got this. Again, I've seen the Brewers pull off miracles. Padres, it's like the friar, the fathers, like the Catholic Church, all that stuff. Ben saying, come on, Brewers. The Braves decided to wait till game 159 to start playing. Yeah. Where the guy is this twist his body. He's, I don't think so. Uribe kicks and deals. No, it's not him. That's going to be outside ball 1. Is that a P1? I don't know. I guess I thought it'd be like want to be a fly out, pop out. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. 1-0 count. Remake with a pickoff attempt, but nothing doing as Johnson is back safe and sound. So this is Freddie Fermin, former Royal. He's pinch hitting here. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. 1-1 count. Steve, how's it going? Good to see ya. We got another close one here. It's been one of those days. Yeah, a lot of close games today. Not so much in the Braves game, but yeah. I'm glad you're off work tomorrow. I work tomorrow morning. I'm looking forward to going to bed after this. Here's the 1-1. Fermin, grounder to short. Ortiz throws to first. Gets him by a step for out number 2. Again, I look to click on something, and yet there's nothing to click on. So I'm used to clicking. All right, this will be Luis Arias. He's 1 for 4 in the night. Runner on second. A base hit into the outfield could potentially end this game. I imagine the outfield might be a little bit shallow here. I'm unsure. Uribe looking back at second. Looking back again. Looking back again, he's going to step off. And the Padres fans going to boo him. Need Brewers to come through. Please make me a fan of baseball. Trevor needs the Brewers. Uribe sets, rocks and fires, taking all the way. That is outside for ball 1. Luis has no power. Tell you what, Iglesias has no power. He only had 1 home run entering this game. Steelers fan, he hit one. He doubled his total today. Arias, I believe, has 6 or 7 home runs this year. As Uribe kicks and deals, that's a ground ball, and that's going foul. Oh and 6, yeah, 0 for 6 today for Olsen. Brutal. 1-1 count for Arias. This season with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position has been .303. 2 doubles, 2 triples, and a home run. Uribe sets, kicks, and deals. Chopper to short. Ortiz throws to first for out number 3. We have extra inning baseball here in San Diego. That looks like a Morjon is going to come out for the top of the 10th. I could be wrong. But again, 3-3 is your score. We've got 10th inning coming up. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So if you're a sports fan, baseball fan, football fan, whatever, definitely subscribe because this is what I do 6 of the 7 days a week. We are a growing channel, so definitely subscribe to the channel. And, of course, thank you all for being here. Thank you for clicking on the live stream. Definitely helps out small channels like mine. Make sure, again, to like it up and subscribe. Of course, I do want to thank the scoreboard sponsors. They've been very, very, helpful. I do appreciate them. Coffee Beans, Eduardo Hernandez, just getting added to that. So, again, appreciate it. Let's check the scores from across Major League Baseball. As, again, all the games are over. Not really many games today. The Braves win 11-5 over the Nationals, and the Cardinals over the Giants 6-5. I would say the Giants, are they pretty much done at this point? Are they eliminated? Let me go ahead and refresh this. They are not eliminated, but they are on thin ice. Yeah, the Mets have 80. Okay, so they still, in theory, are okay. But, yeah, that's brutal. That's brutal. Yeah, it's a good night. It's a good night. You've got the under 7.5. Lee Ortiz, I have some, I guess it's doable. 4-3 is doable, but man. Should have 200 likes. Yes, like it up, folks. Press the like button. It doesn't cost you anything to press the like button. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to the channel. Have you ever been to Three Rivers? No, I have not. I was born in 96. Three Rivers, I think, was demolished in 2000. And I was born on the eastern part of the state of Pennsylvania, so I was not over there. And now I don't live in Pennsylvania anymore. All right, runner on second. The ghost runner is Turang. He'll be on second. Again, there's no outs here in the top of the 10th. That's the rules of baseball. You get a free runner, and he's at second to start off extras. Morhone is the pitcher as he'll face Contreras, who's 0 for 3 on the night. Morhone looks back, rocks and fires. That is inside, but it's called a strike. Oh, my goodness. Not a good call. 0-1 count. Morhone sets, rocks and fires. That is in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Born in 97. There we go. Need it under 7.5. Yeah, we got some people that need the under. We can definitely get to 100 would be nice. Yeah, for sure. 1-1 counts. Morhone sets. Looks back at second. Rocks and fires. Chopper, and that's going foul, and it's 1-2. Got Padres money line thinking about cashing out. No, again, when it comes to sports bets, I don't want to offer any advice because I don't want to be the reason you lose money. 2 of your favorite YouTubers. Well, I appreciate that. 1-2 counts. Morhone sets. Looks back at second. Rocks and fires. Chopped, and that's going foul. Just getting a piece of that one. Again, Contreras 0 for 3 on the night with the walk, looking for his first hit of the game. Depends on the Diamondbacks, Mets, and Reds. Yep. 1-2. Morhone looks back at second. Rocks and fires. Chopped, and that is foul yet again. Contreras just staying alive. People with the parlays. Yeah, a lot of people. A lot of people with parlays. Sports betting it's a big thing. Definitely a big thing. Morhone sets. Looks back at second. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to right. O'Hearn is going to make the catch in foul territory. And that is going to move Turang to third. So, honestly, a good at-bat. I mean, really, his job was to move the runner, so you can't be too upset about that if you're a Brewers fan. To be honest, I mean, do you even make the... It's in foul territory. You maybe tell O'Hearn, hey, don't make the catch. Got the undertake. Yeah, no, hey, man, they just come out of nowhere. That's what the screen is all about. Need a homer and you need the over. How long till it ends? Could be here all night. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going foul. This is Sal Frelick, who's 0 for 4. I think we have a lot of... It's always tough when you have a lot of people here with, hey, I need the over. Hey, I need the under. Like, if only you guys could all win. The only time I'm all for the participation trophy, the only time I'll ever be for it. 0-1 counts. Morhone sets, rocks and fires. That is in there, but it's not called a strike. And again, the Padres fans, they don't like it. No advice is good advice. Yes, that's my attitude there, Trevor. If there's no money on the line, though, hey, feel free to ask. 1-1 counts. Morhone sets, rocks and fires. Grounder to short, throws to the plate. He is safe. Oh, what a play by Turang, just moving on first contact. Iglesias make a great play, but not able to beat him. And Schultz doesn't look happy again. Just a grounder to short. Really a great play, but just unable to get there in time. I mean, Iglesias doing all he can. That was a good play. So the Brewers have taken the lead. It's 4-3 here in the top of the 10th. So if one more run scores, that's the over. And this will be Perkins. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Sebastian put 300 on the Brewers. Sorry, man, not to gamble. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't. But here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to center. And that's going to be caught by Merrill for out number 2. But yeah, I do not gamble, but, I don't know. I get it, though. I mean, we're not exactly the richest people in the world, so, definitely see why people would. All right, Hoskins is actually going to be the pinch hitter here. Again, there's a runner on first with 2 outs here in the top of the 10th. But sports is a distraction. That's kind of, again, we're all, I'm sure, stressed out and stuff like that because I assure you I am. A little bit of a mound visit here. Just a little bit of a strategy here. Rhys Hoskins, of course, he has Perkins pinch hitting. Yeah, he came in a little bit earlier, AR. But, yeah, I believe that was his first at-bat. Now the Brewers fans starting to come out. Brewers win. You win 1,000. Trevor, geez, that's awesome. Now we do have a Padre warming up. Rodriguez warming up. Rhys Hoskins batting .239, OPS of .756 on the year, 12 homers, 43 RBIs. Again, there is a runner on first with 2 outs. World Baseball Classic coming up. Yeah, this spring. It should be this spring, Hammer. I'm thinking it's the spring. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Or maybe it is 2027. It is this spring. Okay, yeah, it's this spring. 0-1 count. Morhone sets. Looks over at first. Rocks and fires. That is high, but it's called a strike. Hoskins just double checking. Not like the umpire's going to change his call, but I like that they do it anyway. 0-2 count to Hoskins. Runner on first, 2 outs. Morhone sets. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So the Padres will need to score 1 to push this game forward, or 2 for the win. 0 is not enough. We head to the bottom of the 10th inning. The Brewers leading 4-3 over the Padres. Going 500 off the line. Man, geez, Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, this is a growing sports channel, and, of course, I'll be covering plenty of playoff baseball, as still having technical difficulties over here. But yeah, again, if you like football, if you like baseball, this is a, football, baseball channel. So definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So if you need games called, you're in luck, because this is what I do. Again, let's just say you want to watch the game, but your wife or girlfriend's like, you know what? You're not watching the game until you fold your laundry, until you wash those dishes. You got to sweep the floor. You got to scrub the toilet. Well, I'm not going to be able to help you fold those clothes, folks. Can't do it. Not going to happen. But I can keep you in the loop on what's happening until you're able to watch the game. So there you go. Or you don't have the game in general. Again, I might be covering a game you need. So definitely like and subscribe to the channel. This is what I do, folks. 6 of the 7 days a week I am on here doing play-by-play for baseball and, of course, football. And that's my pitch. Hopefully that sounds good to you guys. Don't forget to eat. I'm not going to eat the cat. No way. That's gross, Trevor. Gross. Bad, Trevor. All right. We should be back. I don't know who's going to be on the mound here. It says Uribe, but again, they've kind of misinformed. Okay, this is former Pirate Rob Zastryzny. 2.61 ERA. Opponent batting average of 203. So looking for a save. This game now over 3 hours. So geez, All right, Arias is going to be the ghost runner. He's at second. So Machado's at the plate. Oh no, they're going to walk him. So just like that, there's going to be runners on first and second for the Padres. As Machado was walked, this is Merrill at the plate. Here's the pitch. That is inside for ball one. Do you do voice acting? I do not. I do not. I'm a nobody, Jabri, but maybe someday I can be a somebody. 1-0 count. So Strisny looks back, kicks and deals. That's a grounder to second. There's 1 and 2. No, they can't get the double play. Merrill beat it out. Oh, man, that was close. That was too close. That guy has too many Y's and Z's. Hey, you may be right. But he's not too bad. Again, an ERA in the 2s this year, so very good. Wow, Merrill able to beat it out. So runners on the corners with 1 out. Strisny will set. Looks over at first. This is Gavin Sheets. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. It might hit. No way. On the again, yeah, 29 likes to 100, folks. Definitely like and subscribe. Strisny kicks and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Again, runners on the corners with 1 out. You're not a nobody. Well, thank you. My bank account would disagree there, Douglas. Strisny sets, rocks, and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. But no, I'm very blessed. I can't even lie. I've got a great family, great friends, great wife. When the cats aren't being idiots, they're awesome. They don't have the zoomies. 1 and 2 count. Strisny sets, looks over at first. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going foul. You're getting tired. Dude, go to sleep. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. I totally get it. I'm tired, too. I got to be at work in 8 hours. So Strisny will look over at first. Kicks and deals. That's going to be a grounder to first. There's 1. And that's going to tie it up. Ortiz couldn't make the throw to first because he was saving the ball from going into the outfield. It's a tie game here in San Diego. The over has hit. The over has hit. Oh, man. That is brutal. 33K views, about 30. Wow, I did not know that. I am not at 3K, though. Sorry, Steelers fan. Again, at first, apparently, it's a big deal. Pardon me, but later it is not, as that's low for ball 1. Again, the longer you're here, the less ads there'll be. So that's how it works. 1-0 count. This is O'Hearn again. It's 4-4. Again, the over has hit. So no more under. We are at 8 runs. Strisny sets, kicks and deals. O'Hearn hits this to right. It's a line drive. It's hooking foul. Had the distance. Oh, man. 1-1 count for O'Hearn. You're not a nobody. No, Nick. None of that. You're not a loser, man. You're awesome. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Frelick throwing it in. Sheets is going to third, and he's safe. So the Padres just 90 feet away from walking it off here in San Diego. Oh, geez. The The Brewers, of course, scoring in the top of the 10th. It was 3-1 Brewers. Then the Padres tied it up, pushed it to extras. The Brewers scoring in the top of the 10th. Padres have tied it. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Jake Cronenworth at the plate. He's 0 for 4 again. We're going to have a mound visit here, a meeting of the minds. Muhammad just won $2,000. Jeez, Steelers wants to walk it off. Something is brewing. Is it now? Yeah, something is brewing. Man, the chat is popping off. Again, appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you like what you see, if you like what you hear. Probably not what you see, but probably what you hear. That might be able to convince you to like it up and subscribe to the channel. Again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. Hammer needs an 11th. Zastryzny sets. Looks over at first. Rocks and fires. That is low for ball 1. And by the Pirates with $2,000. Probably Steelers fan. That's how much their payroll is, after all. 1-0 count. Zastryzny rocks and fires. Check this swing. That is outside, 2-0. Zastryzny. Padres fans are loud. Zastryzny kicks and deals. That's going to be outside, ball 3. Zastryzny is clearly rattled. Cronenworth again is 0 for 4. I mean, I guess that's a good point, Hammer. You never know. You never know. But you're probably right. 3-0 count to Cronenworth. Zastryzny sets, kicks and deals. That is in the dirt, ball 4. You have to wonder if that was the strategy. But again, it was a lefty on lefty. So that is bases loaded. 2 outs. And that's going to bring up, I believe that's Bryce Johnson, if I recall. I couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. My betting slips seem to differ with you. If you don't win, then you're this guy. Oh, my goodness. Nick, you're something else. I do appreciate you, man. I really do. You're an OG, of course. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be in the dirt, ball 1. 91 in the dirt, just can't seem to locate it. You hope your Tigers make the playoffs still. They are collapsing, yeah, but again, so they still got a week. 1-0 count to Zastryzny. Rocks and fires. That is inside, but it's called a strike. And the Padres fans letting the umpire know. Again, it's been a very inconsistent strike zone tonight. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Chopper to third. Throws to second for the force for out number 3. If you wanted the 11th inning, it's happening, folks. It's 4-4 as we head to the top of the 11th inning. I don't know how in the world he got out of that one. It was not looking good. A walk-off would be sublime. It would actually go crazy. Should have pulled him after he faced 3. The graphics are wild. Yeah, it's definitely something else there, Cisco. I'm still kind of getting used to it myself. Really, this is the first time since like April or May that I really did this, and I don't know. I guess it's working. I'll never be mad. More baseball. Let's go. Umpire got money on the Brewers. I don't know, James. Again, he's been bad for both teams tonight. It's been, to be honest, I think he's actually benefited more of the Padres just by how I've seen it so far. Again, I don't really have a dog in the fight. That's just me calling this entire 10-inning game so far. You guys will fall asleep. There we go. You have a good night, sir. Yeah, 1 a.m. I totally get it. It's about to hit 12 o'clock for me. Folks, again, appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. You guys, again, I appreciate you guys for letting me call this game for you. Hopefully, I did enough to earn that subscription button being pushed. Again, it's free. You don't have to pay a dime. But, yeah, you guys all have been awesome. You guys have been awesome. I cashed out. I wished I'd known the umpire was on our side. This guy. All right, Doc, I got to go. Later, chat. Hey, thank you, CeeLo, for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. You're a legend. I appreciate it. All right, new pitcher is Bradley Rodriguez, as it looks like he'll be facing Durbin. Whatever it takes the Brewers to win. Brewers seem to win. They seem to just find a way. Shout out from the Czech Republic. You're a legend. Appreciate you. Look at that. Worldwide. Thank you, sir. Mr. Peon. That's a great name. Rodriguez will set. Looks over at second. Kicks and deals. Grounder to second. Oh, they got a guy in a rundown. He's going to throw to third. Machado throws to second. Monasterio taken off to third. Tosses to third. He is out. And Durbin is going to take second after all that stuff. Oh, my goodness. A grounder to second. Monasterio took off to third, but the second baseman immediately looking to third. Oh, man. Sal Frelick. Yeah, I'm sorry. Give me a second. Oh, that's not the Philippines. That's the Czech Republic. How's that? Is that the Philippines? Oh, I do see the star there. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. I apologize. My bad. Okay, I'll have to check after this half inning for the total bases there. As Rodriguez looks over at second, here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs. Yeah, give me a second. I can do it now. Give me a second. Frelick is 0 for 5. Okay, yeah. He has probably 0. From the Philippines. I'm very sorry. I apologize. I thought that was the Czech Republic. I didn't see the star there. 1-0 count. Rodriguez sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. As someone who knows, look, I used to play the FIFA World Cup games. I didn't see the star. I'm over here. It's a small screen. I'm very sorry. Solid commentary. Thank you very much, Christian. Apparently I don't know the Philippines flag, though, because I couldn't see the star. A 1-1 count. Rodriguez looks back, rocks and fires. That's going to be a chopper to the pitcher. And he stumbles. The catcher actually reached for it, and he fell down. That was Freddie Fermin. So runners on the corners with 1 out. He made it to first base, but it still shows 0. That might have been Frelick. Did Frelick make it to first? I can't remember, folks. It wasn't a walk. I don't know. It was probably a reach on an error, if I had to guess. Going to the Jays-Red Sox game. Oh, heck yeah, man. That sounds fun. Jays fan here. Yeah. Good luck, of course. The Blue Jays on the AL side of things as Rodriguez sets, rocks and fires. Breaking ball, that is upstairs, ball 1. Again, my apologies about the Philippines. I'm sorry. I did not see the flag or the star there. 1-0 count. Rodriguez looks over at first. Rocks and fires. That is way outside, and it's 2-0 again. It's runners on the corners with 1 out. Yelich is at the plate. Yelich with runners in scoring position this year is batting .307 with 6 home runs, 70 RBIs. Rodriguez sets, rocks and fires. That is inside, and it's 3-0. And they're going to go ahead and just put Yelich on, just save his arm, I guess. So bases are now loaded for the Brewers. You don't make the first out of third. That's something we learned at Little League. Yep, that is true. It's rough when you get on an individual to get a hit and they reach by error. Yeah, yeah, that is brutal. Always brutal. All right, looks like we're going to have a mound visit yet again. If you like mound visits, this was the game for you. We had a lot of those, especially in the last 3 or 4 innings. Jeez, But again, folks, appreciate it. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is a growing channel. Believe it or not. It's a growing channel, so definitely like and subscribe. If you like baseball, you like football, even sports bettors, of course, plenty of those have subscribed to the channel. So definitely subscribe as well. As now, as you can see, it is now bright out in San Diego, as it's in the middle of the day, and all the players, of course, doing some crazy magic as they're floating. Really weird stuff in this 3D stuff. Like, oh well. I guess this is the way to go from now on. I'm not too sure. All right, this is Jackson Chourio. He's 0 for 5 today. Here's the pitch. That is way outside for ball 1. If he doesn't get a hit here, he will join Matt Olson today and going 0 for 6. That's the last time I'll bring it up, Hammer, I promise. 1-0 count to Jackson Chourio. Career with the bases loaded, batting .391. This season, though, batting .182, as that's going to be outside. And it's 2-0. Padres fans hate the call, but that one was indeed outside by a couple of inches. And thank you, Steelers fan. Join the stream, hit that like and subscribe button, and never miss a live play-by-play from Dr. Delay. 2-0 count as Rodriguez sets. Rocks and fires. That is a swing and a miss. He could not catch up there. If you guys win, I am not a fan of either team, Jeff. This is a Pirates jersey. I know that I have been like, hey, you're a Padres fan. No, it's a Pirates. I don't blame you. Again, the Pirates only wore it once this year, despite it being the best jersey the Pirates have. It's really dumb. It's stupid. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going foul. That one just jumped off the bat, and it's 2-2. Bases loaded crazy if they don't. Yeah, it would be. Got to walk and a run. Nick. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, you guys are the best. 2-2 count. Rodriguez sets. Rocks and fires. That is way outside ball 3. Of course, you guys aren't trying to be funny, but you guys are. Whose name is on? It's my name. It's actually my last name. It's not an actual Pirates jersey because I don't know if any Pirates players are going to stay. McCutcheon's the only one, and even he left for a little bit. As it's a 3-2 count, it looks like we have a little bit of a pitch comm issue. So on a huge 3-2. We have a issue. That's going to be kind of a bummer. Who do you think is winning? Leonel? I have no idea. It could go either way. You need this game to go to the 15th. I would not like that because I need to go to bed. I'm just so sad. I just need one base hit. Oh, my goodness, man. Yeah, well, I mean, with the way the game's going, you never know. I could see it happening. You have a feeling grand slam, that'd be something. Colin sold your home. Oh, man. You going to cover any Jays games? I have in the past, Jeff. I might see him in the playoffs. I'm not too sure. Here's the 3-2. Grounder to second. There's 1 and 2. A double play. Jackson Chourio 0 for 6 on the night. Imagine if you had a parlay. You just needed 1 hit from Olson and Chourio tonight. They'd both have 12 at-bats combined, and they went 0 for 12. Brutal. We head to the bottom of the 11th. It's 4-4 Brewers and Padres. People just coming through the ear score. Yeah. Sal Frelick, no, he has not gotten on base through a hit or a walk. And again, even if he gets on base due to an error, it doesn't count. Again, folks, appreciate you guys. Again, make sure again to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe because, hey, this is a sports channel. You're probably a sports fan, so definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is what I do. I call games. You like baseball, you like football? I call games. This is my 137th baseball game of the season. Of course, I do have a much longer list of stuff like that, so yeah. But yeah, I do bounce around. It's mostly Pirates, of course. But again, like I said, I bounce around. If there are any Brewers fans that haven't subscribed yet, I have been doing a lot of Brewers as of late. A lot of Brewers fans have subscribed to the channel. Very thankful for them. You guys have been great. Padres used to do you guys a lot, but then, the interest for some reason wasn't really there. So we kind of stopped doing you guys. But again, it's the playoffs. I'll be covering the playoffs, so regardless. So I'll see you guys there for sure. But yeah, the Blue Jays, I covered them a little bit. Covered them, of course, the Pirates. And then I covered them again with the Brewers. And then with the Reds. And that was about 2-3 weeks ago. But again, I'm covering the playoffs, so I might see you guys again. So again, appreciate you guys. As my cat is trying to break in again. That's amazing. Yes, the store doesn't have a lock. That is crazy. She is a crazy cat. Let's see here. Again, I appreciate you guys. I feel bad for Pirates fans because we do, Jesus. It's terrible. Why don't teams ever take it easy on the Padres? Brewers are good. Zena, they are really good. I'll be here all night. I would enjoy the company. There we go. Hey, you want to see a 30-inning game? I would be fired. Let's see. Which team has the advantage right now? Let's see the Padres. All right, we're back. It's going to be Iglesias at the plate. He's 2 for 3 with a walk. There's a runner on second. He's the ghost runner. So now there's some technical difficulties out in the outfield. You think the Jays will win the series against Boston? They can. I think again, both teams are really good. I couldn't tell you, Jeff. I mean, that's baseball. You can flip a coin. It changes. Like, you never know who's going to win on any given day. It's so random. All right. Anderson kicks and deals. That's going to be a bunt. It is down. Durbin throws to first for out number 1. The runner moves to third. So the Padres have a guy just 90 feet away. Iglesias does what he needs to do. Bro, if the Brewers do 6 runs, I'm cashing out 15. Jeez, Wenny. Good luck. It's not looking good right now. How's it going, Rising Rider? What a game. I know. I'm exhausted. Ready for bed. As Fermin is at the plate. Runner on third. Anderson will set. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center, and that is going to get down for a base hit, and that is your game. The Padres clinch a playoff spot. Wow. The Brewers, again, they were up 3-1 earlier. The Padres got a solo shot by Iglesias, making it 3-2. They tied up late 3-3. Back and forth here in extras, 4-3 Brewers. Then it's 4-4 Padres. The Brewers had bases loaded in the top of the 11th. Couldn't push anyone through. The Padres walk it off. And again, the Padres going to the playoffs as they win tonight 5-4. Isn't it more like 80 feet? Yeah, all right, Alan. Yeah, okay. You're funny. Do you think the Padres win a game? Yes, Star. I would say they are going to win the game. JMX, again, yeah, it was pretty much whoever in the bottom half of the inning, if it's tied, they have the advantage. Folks, again, I appreciate you guys. Your ticket's gone. Thanks a lot for Again, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, before you go, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play. Again, if you're a sports fan, baseball fan, football fan, this is what I do. Rising Rhino, yes. Again, if you're a football fan as well, check out Rising Rhino. He does all the football all the time. NFL, college football, Canadian football, UFL, European League of Football. So, yeah, again, definitely like and subscribe. I do appreciate you guys. Again, it was a great game. The Padres walking it off. Let me go back to the 2D. As there you have it. Again, the Padres officially going to the playoffs. They win 5-9 or 5-4. Pardon me. Five runs, 9 hits, and an error. The Brewers 4 runs, 7 hits. This is the cat that was wrecking havoc, by the way. Look at this. Look at this cat. She has been wrecking havoc the entire night. I'm very sorry, folks. But yeah, she was just... she still has the zoomies. She better behave. There's a lot of wires in here. But yeah, again, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to go to bed. I'll be back tomorrow. I actually also have you guys voting on a game. I need to put the poll up. And yes, you guys vote on one NFL game every single week. So I definitely need to put that up right now. Let me look it over. It'll be up within 10 minutes, and then I'm going to bed. And again, I'll be back for 2 baseball games tomorrow. Couldn't tell you which one it is. I plan on returning to this series either Wednesday or Thursday. I forgot which one's the last game of this. I think it's Wednesday. Yes. So Wednesday, I plan on covering Quinn Priester and Dylan Cease. That one's at 3:10 Central Time, 1:10 Pacific for the Padres fans. So yeah, Wednesday again will be a busy day. Might be doing 3 streams that day actually. So yeah. And then Thursday, I'll be doing Pirates, Reds, and then I don't know if I'm doing it could be 3 streams that day as well. Dodgers, Diamondbacks. I don't know yet. I know I'm doing Thursday Night Football that day. And again, tomorrow, I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm still it's going to be a flip of the coin. So, again, appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe before you go. I'm going to go to bed. You guys all have a great rest of your night. Nick, have a good night shift. Again, thank you for what you do, sir. Thank you for your service. And you guys all take care. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night or Tuesday morning, whatever it is. And I'll see you in the next one right here on Dr. Delay. Peace.